Sahil Tiku's channel. Okay, I understand how you stream. I understand how you stream now. Now I understand how you stream. Okay, so I mean, do I just commentate and is this chat? Hello, chat. I have. So I just hacked Karyakin's Sahil Tiku's channel. Welcome everyone. My name is Karyakin. Sorry, I am Karyakin's friend, not Karyakin actually. How are you, chat? What's up? What's up, chat? What's up? How's everything? And I hack Sahil channel because he roasts me every day. He roasts me every single day. I play chess. I simply tell what I freedom of speech. I mean freedom of speech. There is no freedom of speech in this world. I mean I just say I want to attack, I want to attack, I want to attack, and he say you don't attack. I mean what is this? That's Vidanya. Da. Money heist, professor, I'm coming. I am not sure what is money heist. Okay. Chat, you like the stream? I want to humiliate Sahil today. I want to humiliate Sahil in front of all his audience today. Let's go. Your watching is lost. Remove must. I don't care watching lost. I want to make Sahil cry today. Karyakin is legend. Karyakin is king. Let's repeat, chat. Karyakin is legend. Let's go. Sergey is better than Carlsen. Sergey is the best, chat. Let's go. Sergey is the best. Come on, let's go, chat. And the game starts very soon. Apparently, Vishy Anand playing against Mamedyarov today. Future Saga Shah copy. What is Future Saga Shah? I don't know what Future Saga Shah mean. Anyway, chat. I have heard that you have to like the stream. Apparently, that really helps. So I want to humiliate Sahil today. Let's go, bhai. Do like the stream, chat. Do like the stream, jaldi se. Slava Ukraini. Oh my God. Sergey is better. Yes, Sergey is always better. It's always better. I saw close poll option for sec. YouTube is weird sometimes. YouTube is weird. Yes, very weird. All hail Supreme Tiku. What the hell is Supreme Tiku? ये hacker भी थी देर में भाई बोलेगा. What the hell does that mean? Sergey is better than Amber Heard. Yes, he's better. Of course, he's better. Sergey always better. Sergey the best. Karyakin के दोस्त mod बना दो. I am biggest Karyakin fan. It makes a lot of sense. If you my fan, I make you mod. Right now. I have hacked Sahil's channel. Everybody welcome. I have hacked Sahil's channel. Let's go. Nirmit Bhai is confused. You don't understand. I hacked Sahil's channel. Can I challenge until your game starts? You can't defeat me. Unfortunately. I too strong for you. Too strong. Kids, please understand drugs are injurious to health. If it's not clear already, okay. Hacker is also as fat as Sahil. Yeah, I mean, I stay in basement for my day. So what can I do? Yo, hello Pavan Reddy, minus 50. Why less watching? Watching will start. Watching will come. Don't worry, watching. Yeah, I am fan of Vishy. I am better than Karyakin fan. I deserve to be mod. Sorry, I will have to remove your member. Oh, I can't remove member. Oh, that is so sad. When will the game start? I mean, I want to commentate. Hacker age is more. I am not sure, man. Hacker age is more. Karyakin OP. Sorry, but you said Karyakin OP. Karyakin is not OP. Karyakin is the best, man. Karyakin is the best. Now I have to remove you. OP is not enough. Duborg Karyakin. Ban this guy, please. Ban Sahil Bijurji, ban, please. Let's go. Sergey locking the ban. I love the ban. I mean, I enjoying my life now. I hanging out with my family. It's a lot of fun. I don't play the candidates, but I roast Carlsen every day. So lot of fun. I can tweet every single day. I simps Karyakin, but I don't want simps. Why you simp me? Arjun winning on time. Da. Open Vishy game. Vishy game already. Oh, this is Anish's game. Sorry, my eyesight a bit weak. My eyesight a bit weak. Okay, let me add Vishy game. Yeah, Vishy game here. Vishy white. Kadakin is bad. Ifi baat par mod bana do. No mods. Kadakin does the Vishy. Okay, I mean, even everyone know Kadakin not best than Vishy. I mean, Kadakin not better than Vishy. I mean, even Kadakin knows that. So not possible. Why? That is just a pure lie. You're trying to suck up to me to get mod, but you already mod. So you unmod now. Rushil, you unmod now. Rushil will be unmodded. You're lying on stream. India, Russia, those. Yes, that makes sense. Yes. Kayakin, change back to Tikku, please. Okay, I'll try to call Tikku. Yes. Okay, I'll call him. I'm not welcome here. I mean, I try my best. I mean, I want to commentate, but I'm not welcome. People want Tikku. Who is this Tikku? Okay, I'll unhack his stream now. Let's go. Hello? Oh, okay. Oh, now I'm back. Pata nahi, I could not log into the stream chat. I was not able to log into the stream. I don't know why. It was saying you can't log in. I don't know why that was the case. I am not really sure. Tikku, some hacker was here instead of you. What the hell? क्या बात कर रहे हैं आप यार? कौन आया यार? I don't know. I could not log in for some reason. Something was wrong apparently. Oh, what the hell is this Karakin is legend stuff? What the hell is this crap? I hate Karakin. बंद करो इसको यार. What the hell was this? ये कहाँ से आया भाई? Who is this Karakin? Who wrote this? Okay, the game has started. Let's focus on the game now. But this was weird, yeah. What the hell is Karakin is legend? What is this? What is this crap? Anyways, I think I need to add the stuff, yeah. Let me add the results by रुको chat. Let me add the ये सब क्या कबाड़ है भाई? I don't understand what is this crap. I mean, makes no sense. रुको भाई रुको. Evals कहाँ गए भाई? Where is evals? Yes. Now evals. Oh, ये evals इतने छोटे कैसे हो गए भाई? रुको यार. हाँ. Now it's fine. Awesome. So chat, we are back. I don't know क्या भाई क्या चल रहा था अभी मुझे पता नहीं है. But now we are all back and it should be sexy now. Let me change the size of this to 600 as well. And that should make it a bit better, I feel. Yup, chat. What's up, chat? Arjun finding worst to worst moves for black. बढ़िया भाई. Arjun अभी हम नहीं देख रहे chat. Our focus is Vishy sir chat. Let's go. So Vishy Anand is our focus भाई. Mod ना तो please. क्या चल रहा है? Unmod क्यों? रुको यार. Unmod कैसे होगा? पता नहीं यार किसने unmod किया तुम्हें. I have no clue. रुशिल को mod बनाओ. Slow mode 5 second. अरे भाई hack किसने किया हमें तो पता ही नहीं. यार no clue man actually. I don't know how we got hacked. I don't know. Anyway, oh Petrov है Mamedyarov भाई. Petrov भाई ये draw के लिए desperation. Is he going for symmetrical English? Not English. This is Petrov भाई. सस्ता एक्टिंग बस करो भाई. किसने एक्टिंग करी यार? I have no clue. कौन एक्टिंग? Going Petrov incoming क्या आ गई Petrov भाई? It's on the board. एक बंदा कह रहा है unmod क्यों किया भाई? आप तो mod थे ही नहीं पहले कभी. Why my mod was removed? You were never a mod भाई. Okay, knight we played. Knight takes c4 now. I hope he goes for knight c3 line. Yeah, that's the best one because that's the most challenging one. Let's go knight c3. He usually goes for d4 though.
भाई मुझे मॉड बनाओ भाई. मॉड के इतना डेस्परेशन क्यों है चैट में? चैट मॉड ना हाथ का मैल है रे, मतलब ये ना बस करके चला जाता है. ड्रॉ नहीं होना चाहिए चैट. Let's look at the standings, by the way. Let's look at the standings. It's very important today's match. It's very, very important because Carlsen and Vishy are are the only guys who can win this tournament. It's so important. सीवी में अच्छा लगेगा. अच्छा ओके, सीवी में डालोगे तुम, वो तो डाल दो, मैं तुम्हें लेटर ऑफ अथॉरिटी दे दूंगा भाई कि तुम मॉड थे यहाँ पे. Let me look at Norway Chess. I'll show you the standings, chat. The standings are very, very important. You can see it right now. Magnus Carlsen. Ruko. Let me show you this. Magnus Carlsen is in lead. And he's in half a point lead right now ahead of Vishy. And the guy who wins the classical gets 3 points. So if Vishy can win the classical and Magnus does not succeed to do so, he will have the sole lead guaranteed. So किसी भी तरह Vishy को classical में जीतना है if possible. And Carlsen should not win in classical. That is the best way to do so. Also, Vishy plays Tari in the last round. That's a great plus for Vishy. But you never know because Carlsen plays Topalov, so he might also win. With it drew his game by. I already mod in 5-6 channels, at least want to reach 10. Oh my god. यार यहाँ पे देख एक बंदी नहीं बनती, तुम 10 बना रहे हो. MVL for the win. Yeah, by the way, Carlsen against MVL. Today, chat, we are all supporting MVL. I know said some things. He does not play the Olympiad. He's a bit scared of playing the Olympiad. But regardless, today we support MVL because we want MVL to win. Tari with Carlsen, so still it's tough. Indeed, that's true. But Tari had the white pieces. And it's sometimes easy with the white pieces. And I hope somehow, that Carlsen can lose this. अगर Carlsen हार जाए तो फिर तो party भाई. Let's go to the game of Vishy Anand. Oh, he plays bishop to d3. Bishop d3 is a very interesting move, chat, because this is not the main line. Usually you do not want to block your d pawn with this, but what you would do is you would play c3, bishop c2, and then d4. And the bishop will come into play that way. But also important detail, if knight c5, chat, you can simply move this bishop now. Bishop to e2, then you can play d4 and kick this knight away. I feel Vishy rankings will encourage others to perform best in Olympiad. I hope so, and I hope somehow he also plays maybe. Arvind C plays this a lot. This is very common. Even Karthik can play this against Humpy and 1. No, what I mean is, when Mamedyarov was preparing this against Vishy, he would have not expected bishop d3. Because Vishy almost always plays, d4 here. And after d5, he plays c4, bishop d3, and this main line. Not c4, pehle bishop d3, I think. And after bishop d7 or bishop e7, then you castle, let's say castles and c4. He always mostly goes for the main line. So that's the main thing. So bishop d3 is a very unique line. Slow mode, arey haan, main bhul gaya. What if Carlsen wins in Armageddon and Vishy wins in classical? Then Vishy takes the sole lead by. If Vishy wins the classical and let's say Carlsen does not, Vishy gets the sole lead confirmed. And if both win classical, then the difference will be the same, yeah? 5 seconds बाद में करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Chat, do like the stream. Let's go to 500 likes. And if you're here for the first time, do subscribe. Let's go. आज इतना है भाई. आज तो भाई मतलब पेल देंगे भाई. Mamedyarov, please think for at least 30 minutes. By the way, आज एक गेम important. Let's go MVL के win. Yeah, MVL भाई full support भाई. Full support भाई for MVL. Full support for MVL. आज कम से कम draw तो करना ही है भाई. यो राजपूत भाई क्या हाल है? आप कोई टूर्नामेंट के लिए कैसे और क्या प्रिपेयर करते हो भाई? हम तो सिर्फ खाना प्रिपेयर करते हैं. लेट्स गो भाई. बर्जर पेंट में आग लग गई. ओ माय गॉड. व्हाई नॉट 3 टीम? 3 टीम होगी भाई. देयर विल बी 3 टीम्स फॉर श्योर. गारंटेड 3 टीम्स. Vishy the Phoenix of chess. He has risen. Are you supporting a team A or team B? Why not both? Why can't we support both, by the way, in the Olympiad? We can support both, right? Show Nimzo full line. Nimzo nahi hai ye, by the way. And the knight goes back. Very safe choice of black. Knight going back. Now we can play c3 and prepare bishop c2 and then castles. Let's go. Or you can castle first. Also possible. MVP nahi bhai. MVL. Not MVP. This is Spectre of chat. This is also, of course, a slightly sideline in this. And he castles, playing rook e1 check. I think bishop e7 makes the most sense now. He plays bishop e7. Ayo, Tikki ji, kya haal hai? Badhiya. My friend is IF Olympiad. You might know him. Who's your friend, bhai? If MVL wins the classical, then Ted gifted wishes from me. Dude, honestly, I will dance, bhai. Agar MVL jeet gaya, Vishy. If MVL wins, and Vishy wins तो भाई पक्का डांस करेंगे मिलके भाई फिर कंफर्म. वी वांट सागर शाह वर्सेस साहिल टिक्कू गेम में. साहिल टिक्कू कौन है? TIK मुझे पता नहीं है भाई. तो जिससे होगा मैच करा देना भाई. मेरा TICK है. विवेक सुहानी, अरे हाँ, he was the arbiter for COB as well, no? Magnus MVL is not Nimzo. Achha, you mean that game? Ah, this one. This is not Nimzo, bhai. This is Grunfeld. This opening. And आजकल काफी common है ये Bishop B5 वाला setup to kind of prevent Knight C5 and C6 on 1. Touchwood, that was jinxing Carlsen. Let's look at the game of Anand again. Oh, by the way, he plays Bishop E7, Rook E1, castles, and Bishop to F1. We have to understand, chat, ये position जो है ना, it's very symmetrical. So why does Petrov have a very drawish tendency? Because there are no imbalances clearly. Pawn structure बहुत symmetrical है, एक दूसरे के सामने है pawn सारे. There are no weaknesses in the Rai Lopez जैसे A6 B5 खेला होता है. So white can play E4 and attack this pawn. So there are weaknesses to attack. But now this is very symmetrical. Knight in front of knight, knight in front of knight, bishop in front of bishop, bishop in front of. Though it's very symmetrical, so it lends a huge drawish tendency to the position. Lekin, because so many pieces on the board, there are always complications that can happen. So it's not a draw. It's not a draw at all. अगर draw होती सारी तो भाई फिर तो हम भी draw कर लेते भाई. हम Petrov खेलते और he would draw by force. That's not always true. And Vishy looks prepared. He's playing very fast. He looks very prepared. Block नहीं मारा भाई. MVL is very experienced in the Grunfeld, second only to Sin Night off. I know, but you know the Grunfeld is kind of very dynamic, right? So white gains this huge center, and he will always have chances to kind of control this and block the black pieces. I hope MVL knows what he's doing, and he can defeat Carlsen here. We are all rooting for MVL, but more importantly, rooting for Vishy Anand. If MVL wins, I think Vishy has to just draw and he will have the lead. As simple as that. If MVL wins, draw ले लो, that's awesome. Because chat देखो ना, last match Vishy का तारी के साथ है and Carlsen का Topalov के साथ है, दोनों के black है. So it's much more likely Vishy defeats Tari than Carlsen defeats Topalov. So I think somehow if Vishy can gain a lead here in this round, he is the most likely to win the tournament. So if Carlsen can draw or lose, that would be so cool. But Carlsen के हारने के chances बहुत कम है because after all he has the white pieces there. So it's very difficult for him to lose. MVL is Maxime Vacher-Lagrave भाई. Nihal winning not so important chat. वो किसी 2300 से खेल रहा है. That's not so important right now. If MVL Vishy wins, then Vishy will be first and MVL will come up to the second rank. Yeah, that will be awesome. So MVL has incentive to win this game, right? He's incentive to win because he can come to second. If we go to the standings again once more, we can see that MVL right now is in third place, tied with Mamedyarov. So both Mamedyarov, that is Vishy's opponent, and MVL, who's Carlsen's opponent, have clear incentive to win the game because they can also gain the lead. So they will not go for quick draws, and that might be in the favor of Vishy and Carlsen both. So yeah, let's see how it progresses. Hopefully Mamedyarov think for 30 minutes and plans next move. Let's hope so, man. Let's hope so. Sagar bhai mode on कहाँ से आ गया भाई? Sagar bhai mode क्या होता है? How many games Carlsen lost to white? I think not many. MVL का opening guess करूँ Grunfeld भाई, अभी तो दिखाया मैंने. आज बहुत कुशल गेम है भाई. Because कल क्या होगा ना? Imagine करो कि दोनों का 3 point आए, एक बराबर point है, ठीक है? They both gain the equal number of points. So tomorrow clearly Carlsen have the edge, no? Because if Carlsen defeats Topalov, it's over. Carlsen wins the match. So आज बहुत important है. आज Vishy can still have some chances to upset the league. कल पूरा Carlsen के हाथ में होंगी चीजें. Shark tried to surprise Anand but ended up surprising himself. Yeah, let's hope so, bhai. Let's hope so. That surprise is a bit uncomfortable for him to handle. World Championship का है भाई, बस that's I think next year, right? Shaq played Petrov. अब Shaq भी boring opening खेलता है. यार हमने video game आज देखी. Shaq is not Petrov is not always a boring opening. We saw a crazy game by Vidit. So yeah, Vidit drew his game. Hari is still playing Shaq. Why is such a big advantage Vishy? इतनी advantage से तो कोई भी निकाल ले. Advantage नहीं है यार. It's equal only. It's equal only for now. शुरू से भाई देखो. E4, E5, chat, knight F3, knight F6, knight takes E5, D6, knight comes back, knight E4, and Vishy played this move, bishop D3, just slightly unorthodox, and the knight simply went back. If you go knight C5, I can bring the bishop back, and then I kill this knight away with D4. So that's why he plays knight F6, castles, bishop E7, rook E1, castles, and bishop F1. But Mamedyarov is a tactical piece, it will be difficult. Yeah, but so was Carlsen. So was, all the players, even MVL, who Vishy defeated. So it's not been easy. And we saw Mamedyarov blunder against Carlsen in a single move. याद है? वो मित्र के याद है किसी को? मैं दिखाता हूँ कहाँ ब्लंडर किया था मित्रों ने. We should look at that game briefly, यार कैसे ब्लंडर किया था. This was the game where Mamedyarov under time pressure and under slight pressure from Carlsen played this move queen to b3 and lost in one move because there is bishop g6 check, and in an interview he said he simply missed bishop g6. He said it in an interview. So if he can blunder like this, his confidence is not too high. So I think we can defeat him. It is possible for Vishy. Vishy is in high on confidence right now. विशी जीतेगा. अभी तो विशी को कितने? विशी को 3 पॉइंट मिलेंगे यार. Bishop is very safe on f1. Yeah, it defends g2 and can come out in any moment. It controls his diagonal, does its job. Nihal is playing some French league. Winning prize क्या है टिकू भाई? Winning prize भाई बहुत सारे लाखों करोड़ रुपया तो होगा ही होगा. But the most important thing is it's about winning Norway Chess in the country of Magnus, in front of Magnus. That's a big deal. Both have same ranking. No, I think Vishy is half a point ahead right now of Carlsen half a point ahead of Vishy, and Mamedyarov and Vishy have the same rank. So these 4 players are the only ones who can win this tournament, and all 4 players are playing as each other right now. सबका आपस में मैच है. So that means कि मतलब ये राउंड बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है भाई, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट. ये संकेत भाई, MVL better कुछ भी. I don't think it's better. This is theory, bhai. This is opening theory. Carlsen रट के है. Bishop b5, Bishop b3, a5, Knight f3. All theory so far. Carlsen has not taken a single second so far. So Carlsen is still in theory, and so is Vishy. And Mamedyarov plays d5, takes center. Now d4 from Vishy. Let's go. So has an outside chance. Really? No chance for So, man. He literally is 3.5 points behind. There are 4 players that he cannot come first. He cannot come first. There's no chance of coming first, chat. Who is Vishy playing? Vishy playing tomorrow, Aryan Tari. And Carlsen plays, I think, Topalov. Rating wise, yes, exact rating. So Vishy wins, he gains 5 points. Chat, one look at the ratings right now. What would Vishy's rating be if he wins? If he wins, he would gain 5 points. He would go to 2767. He would be world number 7 then. Ahead of Neponoshi again, ahead of Nepo. So let's go, Vishy. D4 played, Rook E8 played very quickly. टॉप प्लेयर्स को थ्योरी लाइंस रट्टे पड़े होते हैं क्या? बिल्कुल रट्टे नहीं समझे भी होते हैं. यहाँ b3 makes less sense because this diagonal is already open. So bishop f4 I think makes the most sense here. Bishop f5 also possible, but the bishop is unpinned, so probably bishop f4 or bishop g5, but probably bishop f4. Do you think that having Tari in the last round is a big advantage for Anand? Also, who does Magnus play in the last round? It is an advantage for sure, but Carlsen plays Topalov, who's not really that not in great form. So I think it's kind of an equal balance. So both players, both Vishy and Carlsen, have chances to win tomorrow. So the thing is, if Vishy and Carlsen gain the same number of points today, then tomorrow if Carlsen wins, he wins the tournament. There's nothing Vishy can do. That's why I think today Vishy has a chance to basically win the game, and then Carlsen will be under pressure to win his classical game and might just also lose. Yeah. So there are a lot of possibilities today. Is French team champions rated? Yes, it is. Players का अलग prep करते हैं कोई tournament से पहले, please. Of course, they look at the opponents' games, what they have played recently in the past, then they prepare specific openings for their opponents. Vishy has already become the world champ many times. That's why he's not participating. Yeah, Tari is playing well in this tournament. He is indeed. Make me mod. I will return and train you to become a grandmaster. भाई की rating क्या है नील्स भाई? देखिए जो असली ग्रैंडल है आप में कुछ ज्यादा ही एन लग रहे हैं मुझे. आपके नाम में कुछ ज्यादा ही एन है भाई. नो ऑफेंस, ज्यादा ही एन है कुछ आपके नाम में. कचोरी नहीं पसंद है यार. Vishy has a better tie than Carlsen and MVL, right? See, if they tie for the same score, which is unlikely, Vishy defeated Carlsen, so it might be in Vishy's favor. But tie करने के chances बहुत कम है. The only scenario it can be tied is, for example, if Vishy and Carlsen both draw, then Vishy wins in the Armageddon and Carlsen loses. But because Carlsen has the white pieces, I find it hard to believe that he will lose in the Armageddon. Very unlikely with the white pieces. So I think that is unlikely to happen. Vishy OP लगा दो chat में. Indeed, Vishy OP in the chat. Come on, let's go. Rook E8 played. And now Bishop F4 will happen most likely from Vishy. He's thinking for now. पिज्जा डिलीवर कर दिया क्या? विनर कौन था? आरव अरोरा थे, उन्होंने यूपीआई भेज दिया है मुझे, एंड मैं उनको आज शाम को स्ट्रीम के बाद या फिर कल से भेज दूंगा यूपीआई से. क्लासिकल में जीत बाय विशी. इंडीड विशी का पेट्रोफ वन ऑफ द मेन रेपो है ना. इंडीड विशी आल्सो प्लेस. ही प्लेस c4 बाय द वे. ही गोज फॉर द एम्बिशियस लाइन. एंड चैट बाय द वे, black could here play d takes c4 and white would have an isolated pawn, but because white is well developed, this bishop is very active. Black has played rook e8. I think white is better here, so black should not take this pawn, and he should probably play a move like knight to c6 or even c6, who knows, probably is also okay. And then he should play bishop e6 and so on and develop very quickly. Yeah, Vishy's gone for e4. He prepared e4, he went for e4. PKP in chat. Bro, redo the moves. Okay, so e4, e5, knight f6, knight f6. Petrov khela hai, knight takes, d6, knight f3, knight e4, and Vishy plays this cheeky move, bishop d3, and then knight goes back to f6, castles, bishop e7, rook e1, obvious move, castles, bishop f1, d4, and d5, d4. भाई ये लूडो को आपने रीअरेंज कर दिया भाई प्रखर भाई, ये क्या चक्कर है यार? लूडो खेलने का इतना क्रेजी मत तो भाई. बिशप d3 इज थ्योरी बाय द वे, सीओबी की थ्योरी नहीं है भाई, ये टॉप लेवल थ्योरी है भाई. बाय द वे rook e8 played now, and now c4 played by Vishy. Very ambitious move by the way, because it takes a risk, because black can give white the isolated pawn. It's a risk, but it's an ambitious way to play. प्रखर कॉल आ रहा है भाई, रुको भाई. भाई तू स्पीकर पे है, बोल. स्पीकर पे है. हाँ हाँ. Vishy का आइडिया ये है कि फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ यू प्ले नाइट c5, I bring the bishop back to e2, and then I play d4 and kick your knight away, and I basically get a tempo, right? And also, if you don't play knight c5, I always have c3 and bishop c2 and d4. So the bishop will come to c2 later on. You also have two options. If knight c5, then bishop e2 and d4, and if it does nothing, for example d5, then you have queen e2 ideas also, and also c3 and bishop c2 if you want to. Or knight c3 as well. So the bishop will slowly come to c2 in some cases. So it's very safe. That is possible. It's a last resort. And there are always like, mostly he will play knight c5 and then you just play bishop e2 back. And then d4 and knight e4. That's the idea. But that's, your opponent moves it 4 times, I move it 3 times, I gain out of it. No, मेरा benefit हो गया. Exactly. बिल्कुल भाई, let's go. Oh, so Prakhar has COVID भाई, दूसरी बार भाई. Take care भाई, take care. हाँ. भाई ये क्या है भाई तेरे अभी 25,000 नहीं बढ़े क्या एक वीडियो से रिसेंटली? डिडंट यू गेन लाइक 25,000 नहीं बढ़े तेरे रिसेंटली एक वीडियो से? 26,000. ये देखो, शर्म नहीं आती बंदे को. वो चीज तो है भाई, वो चीज तो है. बोल क्या कमेंट था? नहीं कहाँ सुना है भाई? क्या बोला तूने? सच में सुना नहीं भाई मैंने. अरे सुना ही नहीं भाई, सच में सुना. ठीक है. ठीक. अरे अभी मजा आएगा भाई, बहुत शार्प होगा जल्दी, क्योंकि आर्मरग्राउंड होगा ना यहाँ पे. नहीं वो चलेगा, अभी स्टार्ट ही हुआ तो चलेगा रोज. वो खत्म हो गई. वीडियो गेम खत्म हो गई भाई, ड्रॉ हो गया उसका. आज किसी और के साथ था. किसका था यार? आई थिंक इट वाज सम गुइहारो के साथ था. एंटोन गुइहारो. हाँ वो दिखा रहा हूँ. देख भाई. ठीक है यार, केबल वाले भैया बोल दिया आप. ठीक है भाई, लगाता हूँ ब्लू फिल्म, लगाता हूँ. वेट कर भाई तू. लगाता हूँ. लगाता हूँ, ब्लू फिल्म लगाता हूँ, वेट कर। चल ठीक है भाई, लगाता हूँ। ओके ओके, चलो ठीक है चल। दैट वाज प्रखर भाई, उसको कोविड हो चुका है, गेट वेल सून प्रखर भाई, होप यू गेट वेल सून एंड वी आर बैक एट द गेम भाई। एनीवेज आई थिंक स्टार्टिंग में प्रखर की आवाज ऑडिबल नहीं थी, मैंने वो चलाया नहीं था आई थिंक स्टार्टिंग में डेस्कटॉप ऑडियो, सो ही वाज नॉट ऑडिबल एट स्टार्ट, आई थिंक तभी थोड़ा चक्कर हो गया। एनीवेज रियल सिग्मा में पीजी भाई कुछ भी भाई कुछ भी, रियल सिग्मा मेल तो भाई विशी सर है। एनीवेज लेट्स गो। सो बाय द वे कार्लसन की गेम देखते हैं भाई, ही हैज कैसल्ड फाइनली। So MVL is also playing fast by the way, so MVL is playing very fast and I feel somehow कि इसके फोन का स्पीकर ऑफ है, ऑफ नहीं है भाई, ऑफ नहीं है वो मेरा ये वाला ऑफ था, ओबीएस ऑफ था भाई, इसलिए वही थी। And I think now Wild can castle very quickly and Carlsen will push for sure. One look at Anish's game. अरे भाई अरे एक सेकेंड, did Anish Giri play the London system? Anish Giri has played the London system by Anish OP, London OP in the chat. C5, E3, 1992, Bishop G4, C3, E6, Queen B3, Queen C8, S3, Bishop H5, Bishop P2, Bishop P7 takes, and now Bishop takes मारेंगे तो हम E4 के लिए खेलेंगे भाई। We also have Knight D4 और आगे Knight B3 ideas also. I think Knight D5 खेल सकते हैं तो बढ़िया भाई, अनीश लंडन खेल दिया है and he will win today 100% against Aryan Tari, confirmed. And brief look at Radjabov against Wang Hao. अच्छा ये Petrov ही है but different Bishop D3, different line of Bishop D3, okay, so also in the opening. And then Wesley against Topalov क्या है भाई, okay ये तो drawish line है यार, अरे यार ये तो बहुत drawish line है, तो draw होगी। So let's go back to Vishy Anand against Mamedyarov. Anish playing against his second nice 10 minute का time to Vishy, yes indeed, and Bishop to G4 played by Mamedyarov. He pins this knight and now there is pressure on D4. Sales OP Thus London system supremacy indeed. You FM or IM? यार ये तो रोस्ट कर दिया आपने यार। Why not C3 instead of C4? You could have played C3, it's totally possible, but it's more kind of, you know, slowish, it's kind of drawish. C4 is more ambitious, yeah, you want to take the bishop to C4, activate towards the opponent's king, so it's more ambitious. Black does not take, yeah, he plays bishop G4, and now Chad, I think a simple move like even knight to C3, putting more pressure on D5 might be really good for Vishy here, because let's say knight to C3, and if you take, for example, I can take back with my bishop, and then for example bishop takes, queen takes, you might feel, oh my god, did I win a pawn attacking the bishop as well? But then comes, you know, a move like rook to E4. सोहन टोपलोव की कौन सी ड्रॉइश लाइन, अरे हद ड्रॉइश लाइन है यार, मेरे को इतनी घटिया लगती है ना वो भी इसी की है यार, ऐसी है वो। एंड रुक टू E4, defending the bishop, you can't take with the knight because of queen F7, king H8, queen takes E8 mate. So you have to move the queen back to D8, and now bishop to G5. You can see how all the pieces are so active. Rook D1 incoming, and I think Mamedyarov is really, really worse here. ये मारना पड़ेगा, bishop F7 check, king H8, पता नहीं क्या crazy line है भाई ये. I don't know who is even better. So I don't think he will probably take on C4 knight C3. So knight C3 is very ambitious. He can definitely go for this. Vishy plays D4 rarely. Yeah, he used to play D4, but he's nowadays switched back to E4, and I think it suits him really well. It was the opening he played in his, early years, and he was really pro at it. C4 parent attack, exactly, it is like that only. Wesley White से भी इतना solid और boring खेलता है भाई, वेस्ली को छोड़ो ना यार। वेस्ली कैनॉट विन दिस टूर्नामेंट चैट। 4 लोग जीत सकते हैं, कार्लसन, आनंद, ममेद्यारोव, एमवीएल, और कार्लसन का एमवीएल से है, विशी का ममेद्यारोव से है। सो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट राउंड है ये, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट। दिस राउंड विल डिसाइड एवरीथिंग, दिस राउंड विल डिसाइड एवरीथिंग मैन। कौन जीतेगा? Because if let's say Carlsen and Vishy both lose or both win, then Carlsen will have a half a point lead going to the last round, and if he defeats Topalov in the last round, he just wins the match. So I think आज जीतना बहुत important है। Imagine this scenario, ठीक है? Imagine this scenario. Vishy defeats Mamedyarov, ठीक है? Vishy defeats Mamedyarov, Carlsen is still playing, and suddenly he's under pressure to win because he knows कि Vishy आगे निकल गया. And suddenly he loses, and Vishy wins the tournament on the spot. On the spot he wins the tournament. So that's why I think classical में जीतने के बहुत benefit है Vishy को. Let's hope so. निहाल का टूर्नामेंट यार फ्रेंच लीग है, he's playing some 2300, it's not an important match today. I mean 2300 से खेल रहा है यार, मतलब 2200 तो मैं ही हूँ भाई, no offense to 2300. Vishy Anand Tari tomorrow, good chance to win. Yeah, but कल तक छोड़ देंगे तो भाई लेट ना हो जाए यार. Anand versus Sabata. What? Who's Sabata? I think Anish can survive today, seeing opening. Yeah, Anish can survive for sure. Anish का डर नहीं है. He's played the London Semi. He's fine. Once you play London, you are absolutely safe. I think more important is these two games. Carlsen is still not castled. He's thinking what to do. I think castle is the most obvious move. I'm surprised he's thinking now. Let's go to the game of Anand answer again. Queen B3 in Anand sir's game. It is possible, but I think Queen B3 के बाद ना, I think ये structure खराब होने के chances हैं. Like Black can take on F3 and you still have to capture with the Queen, right? So suddenly you wasted a move going to B3. It makes no sense. तो Queen यही रखो, उसको मारने दो, piece अलग करो भाई. Knight C3, putting pressure on D5 makes more sense. And whenever you play Queen B3 ना, as a general rule chat, whenever the bishop comes here, Queen B3 usually is a good move. लेकिन in most cases, unless the knight is on C3, it will not work in the best shape. It will not work in the best shape. ये thumb rule मान लो भाई. ये अंगूठा लगा लो और मान लो उसको rule. Unless the knight is on C3, it will usually not work. Knight C3 puts a lot of pressure on D5, and that's why it can work. Yeah, Queen B3 because it puts pressure on D5 and on B7. So Knight C3 will make a very it will make a lot of sense. Anish lost on second move. Okay, Kshitij bhai, I will debunk you on that. On second move, he played D4. So I don't know how he's lost on the second move. So you're wrong there. You're wrong there. Let's go to Carlsen's game. Still, he has not played. Carlsen under pressure. Yeah, he's not playing right now. He's not playing. Anish Giri still thinking. Vishy still thinking. If you play Queen B3, Bishop F3, Queen to B7, I think with the Bishop here, Black can even just play Bishop G2. And now you have to take, otherwise King pura nanga ho jayega. Bishop G2 and now Knight to D7. And who's better? I'm not sure. I think Black should be absolutely fine here. Your king is a bit weak now. You have two bishops as compensation, but you can't be better with these weak pawns. Black is probably absolutely fine here. So I think structure is also important. We should develop as quickly as possible. That's very, very important. Chart देखो. White के पास दो pawn center में है. Black के पास एक है. That's White's advantage. We have to use this advantage somehow, and if we can develop, we can put more and more pressure on this center. इस center पे pressure डालना है basically. And if we can put pressure, then Black will be forced to capture, and then bishop takes, brings the bishop to the strong diagonal, and suddenly which is much, much better. Feel like playing King H1, Rook G1 in the pre-structure. You mean in the Carlsen structure, yeah? Or this one? Acha, in that one. Okay. Bishop G2 wala. Acha, okay. But it will not work by. Black is fine. You will not have enough pieces on the board, I feel. But it's possible though. Bishop E2 is passive. There is no clear threat, chat. हमने देखा है Knight C3, DC4, Bishop C4, Bishop F3, Queen F3, Queen D4, Rook to E4 is the crazy move. You can't take it because of Queen F7 followed by Queen E8 mate. Queen has to go back so automatically to D8, and once you go back, Bishop G5, and you can see Rook D1 incoming, and White is clearly better here. He has enough compensation for a pawn. Let's say you played Knight C6, Rook to D1, Queen has to move again. Oh my god. And if Queen to C8, this looks disgusting. Chat, what should White play here? White to play, chat. Come on. Find the move for White. Simple. You have to open up Black's king. Scholars Milton Carlsen. Chat, do like the stream, bhai. Let's get to 500 likes. Jaldi se kar do yaar. And if you're here for the first time, do subscribe to the channel, guys. Let's go. Aaj 26,000 pahunchna, chat. Let's go. Yes, Rook takes E7 indeed. And regardless of how you capture, let's say Rook takes, Bishop takes, Pawn takes, Knight to D5, and this is just, I think, practically lost. Even though Black will have some chances to hold on, but with a weak king, it's really bad. So I think this is not something that Mamedyarov will go for, and Vishy is trying to calculate all of this right now. Accuracy so far for Vishy 97.9, Mamedyarov is 98.0, so pretty same for now. And Bishop G4 was not the best move here from Black. Has anyone tried Scholar's Mate? Yes. Even Carlsen fell for a kind of Scholar's Mate in like 7 moves. He pre-moved castle and got mated on H7. How many more rounds till the finals? Today is the second last round, chat. Tomorrow is the last round of this tournament. Carlsen is half a point ahead of Vishy. It's very important this round. Vishy needs to take the lead ताकि वो tournament जीत पाए. Imagine winning Norway Chess in Norway ahead of the Norway favorite Magnus Carlsen. That would be insane at the age of 52. Vidit has drawn, yes. Yes, this is kind of Queen's Gambit, you could say that way, but I think it also comes from E4 structure, so I think कोई ऐसा वो नहीं है कि Queen's Gambit ही है. I think more like Queen's Gambit accepted, yeah, if you capture. Have you ever castled with Queen and Rook? Queen and Rook? nahi bhai. I don't have the superpowers. I feel Shaq is one of the most innovative players in chess. Do you agree? It is true, but he also blundered against Carlsen horribly, so I have enough faith in Mamedyarov that he can give Vishy some chances to win, because in Radjabov's game, Radjabov gave him no chances to win. He had absolutely zero chances in the classical, but I feel Mamedyarov, as a more dynamic player, will give Vishy more chances, yeah? Radjabov is very solid. Can Vishy world champion? He can be, but I don't think he'll want to be. It requires too much effort. सीबीआई की वॉचिंग बीट करनी है भाई, वॉचिंग बीट नहीं करनी भाई, ममेदयारोव को बीट कर गेम में बीट करनी है भाई. लेट्स गो. व्हाट इज द बैन स्टेट ऑफ Karakin? I don't know, man. He's not playing the kindest for sure. Carlsen said Vishy playing impressive but can't win the tournament. Really? उसने कहा क्या? कब बोला रितेश भाई? ये कब बोला? Have you made an illegal move in OTB chess? I have. By it happens once every 3 years or so. What if Magnus plays all 2 in Armageddon and Vishy wins in classical and Armageddon? I think then Vishy will go through. I think classical के 3 point है. So if you win 2 in Armageddon, that's 1 win in classical, chat. 1 win in classical is equal to 2 wins in Armageddon. So classical की बहुत value है यहाँ पे. 92. रानी क्यों मरवानी? अच्छा ये नाइट क्या हो क्या? I think that's not the best square. Knight c3 आगे develop करो. Put pressure on d5. Knight d2 is at the passive. It's a bit passive. Magnus said that पता नहीं वही मैं हैरान हूँ यार. VD has drawn already, भाई. VD has already drawn. Nihal bet Shaq in classical. I know. Thanks, Swen Kushbai. Thanks a lot, man. Chat, let's go to 500 likes. Jaldi se bhai, let's go. 500 likes, jaldi se bhai. And if you have for the first time to subscribe, let's go. Anand played. He's not played just yet, chat. You're waiting for the move. He's not played yet. Is illegal move straight lost? No. Illegal move means, chat, one illegal move means कि आपको 2 मिनट अपन को मिलेंगे, and second illegal move means lost. He finds knight c3. He finds the move. Shaq भाई मेरी बात सुन, दिल से सुन भाई, दिल से सुन. ये मार दे भाई, रिस्क ले ले. तू जीतेगा तो भाई तू फर्स्ट आने के चांसेस है. ड्रॉ करेगा तो कुछ नहीं मिलेगा भाई. क्या कर लेगा तू सेफ खेल के? मार दे यार पॉन, मार ही दे भाई. Are you playing an OTB tournament? Not in the near future. Guys, there is tension here. Carlsen lost to Scholar's Mate. Nice. Vishy sleeping right now because he thinks it's Mamedyarov's turn. नहीं यार, 1 of 3 darts for bullseye for Vishy win. अरे यार, I don't know man. I think इस बार पूरा Vishy के हाथ में है भाई सब कुछ. And he is using not much of time on the clock as well. He's playing fast as well. Magnus wins, will he be ahead of Carlsen? If Magnus wins, will he be ahead of Carlsen? Yes. Magnus will be ahead of Carlsen. Yes. Vishy open indeed. Who is in this match? I am. अभी तो start ही हुआ यार. What is the result of Plug Masters? With it, Drew Harikrishna was still playing. We look at the game at the last start. Oh, he plays knight c6, the best move. Mamedyarov is not joking around, chat. And now, chat, I think it is time. Chat, question for you. What should white play? CD5 or bishop e3? This is a strategic question. Very difficult choice. What should white play? Come on, chat, let's go. Mamita is very cute. He is cute, but we are not here for the cute business. We are modeling nahi kar rahe. We have to win and defeat him. Mass is much better than Carlsen. Okay, interesting. CD5, bishop e3, CD5, bishop e3. BDE, bishop g5 is possible. So I think CD5 is the bet. Bishop e3 kya hai? It's a bit passive, right? You're looking the bishop with the bishop to get the pawn. I would like to either play bishop f4. CD5 is better, and he plays it because of the CD5. Knight takes d5. The queen's path is blocked. You can't take on d4 with this. And now if you take with the knight, I can take with the pawn. And the pawn defends the knight. So knight d5 has great incentive there. He plays d5. Knight d5 played. And now maybe h3. Attacking the bishop is the best move. Anish played, we know, chat, we know. आपकी रेटिंग कितनी है यार? 2200 यार. If Anand loses by any rare chance, is this tournament gone mathematically? Then it depends on Mr. Carlsen, right? How Carlsen does. उस पर डिपेंड है भाई. जैसे फिक्सिंग होती है क्या? होती होगी यार. If I lose, joke of the day, who will be behind Vishy, Magnus or Carlsen? Wow. What if knight takes? You should not take with the knight by. That will be horrible. This is a very bad move. And he finds the best move, h3 by Vishy. Let's go. And chat, you could play bishop h5, also possible here, I guess. But I mean, or you could play bishop e6, both moves possible. Let's see which plan will Mamedyarov go for. 2200 से ऊपर जाने का सोचा है? हाँ भाई, सोचा है यार. टिक्कू भाई मैरिटल साइड पे प्रोफाइल कंप्लीट की क्या? नहीं करी यार मैंने. करूंगा. आई वाज थिंकिंग ओनली फैंस ही बना दे यार. भाई मैंने इसको वर्ल्ड चैंपियनशिप में कोई नहीं हंस सकता. अब सिर्फ टिक्कू ही लास्ट होप है. आई नो मैन, तब से कोशिश कर रहा हूँ यार. आई एम जस्ट गिविंग हिम लास्ट चांस यार. मैग्नस, आखिरी वर्ल्ड चैंपियनशिप. D pawn is too weak. It's not weak, chat, for now, because how do you capture here? For example, bishop f3, queen f3, I think that should be the best. Knight takes d4. There is, I think you can take on d5, and that should be absolutely fine for white here. And queen takes d5, knight takes d5, knight c2, knight takes c7. Actually, sorry, rook takes c7 impossible. It's completely winning. So that doesn't work. And if you can't, you don't want to give the bishop pair, by the way. This would be a horrible move from the perspective of Mamedyarov. Now I have two bishops, such strong control over this diagonal. Bishop coming to c4. I think white is just clearly better, so he will not take the bishop. Not take the knight, sorry. Vishy loves Carlsen. ये क्या भाई? आप political comments करते हो क्या? नहीं यार. Bishop pin is annoying for 1500 players like me. Is it for you too? Of course, it's always annoying for every player. But I think with experience, you realize it's not so deadly. I will have competition if he takes. I am, Gaso, realistically, I am closer to you, Baiso, than you are to Pachiso because insanely hard. I am not sure about that, Satvik Bhai. Not really sure about that one. I think it's much easier to get from 2200 to 2500 than to get from 1100 to 2200. It's not easy to get to 2200 also. GF reveal कर देंगे भाई, 100 के कर दो यार, तब reveal कर देंगे, promise. Who is Magnus' opponent in this round? Magnus is playing MVL. Oh, knight f3, castles, a4 played, bishop c2, c5. MVL ने सारे pawn पैक दिए भाई, pieces भी थोड़े develop कर ले भाई, थोड़ा जरूरी है. And now rook b1 is the best move. Let's see if Carlsen finds it. He's low on the clock. That's very interesting because Carlsen went for this line and he's the one who's lower on the clock. Very interesting there from Carlsen. So, and Vishy and Mamedyarov are still thinking. Now that I have your attention, I would like to some book learning to become NM like you. ये क्या है भाई? I would say भाई, our courses would be a good deal because they have been made by me and Parnali. So that would be a great start, I guess, because you exactly how to get to an NM. And second would be, it depends on your rating, of course. 1100 ke liye, I would say Winning Chess Tactics, My System, Pump Up Your Rating. All these books are really good. With the draw, bhai. Why are you not playing candidates? Because kuch rating point kam hai yaar. If Vishy wins the tournament, he should be given a wild card into the candidates. I think that's already taken by Radjabov, but still. 2200 with engine or without? Without engine, bhai. 2200 मेरी FIDE rating है. With engine क्या होता है भाई? With engine तो सारे 3500 होंगे कम से कम. If Vishy wins tournament, he should. I am 110% sure that Carlsen is bluffing. Yeah, even I have a doubt. Yeah, मतलब he might be thinking for too long just to pass the time, ताकि उसको थोड़ा confident कर पाए. But we have to see. D pawn will be weak in the future, not now. The thing is, chat, देखो ना, D pawn can be weak or strong. That's the thing. It can be strong as well. So if this pawn goes to d5, and you can use this pawn for even bishop c4. Well, what's the advantage of the isolated pawn? It gives you a knight e5 kind of moves. Black cannot play knight to e4, right? This pawn is not really controlling anything, I can play knight to e5. I can play bishop c4. I can play queen f3. I can put a lot of pressure on f7. So it gives me attacking chances. That's the best part. सुधांशु भाई, जिस तरह बोर्ड के 86.5 राउंड ऑफ 87 वैसे राउंड ऑफ कर रहा भाई. What if both Magnus and Vishy lose in classical? Then तो crazy हो जाएगा. If Carlsen and Vishy lose, then MVL and Mamedyarov goes to 14.5. तो भाई वो लोग में से कोई जीत जाएगा. तो I think that's unlikely that they will lose with the white pieces. Prague में visit Drew and Harikrishna still playing. Vishy is slightly better. Chat. Bishop h5 is not the best move. That is apparently a slight mistake. Let's try to figure out how, because this is not clear to me as well. Apparently, bishop to d2 is a good move for white, which is rather weird because it looks like, you can just take the pawn on d4 now. And apparently, chat, what do you play? If black takes the pawn, what do you play here? Come on. चैट जल्दी से स्ट्रीम लाइक कर दो भाई. आपके सामने एक उंगली होगी वहां पे YouTube पे, उसको दबा दो and then ungli will blink in colorful colors. Let's go. And if you're here for the first time, do subscribe. Let's go. Yes, g4 indeed. 95 would not be the best because black will play knight f3 check first, intermediate move. So first we play g4, and now if you go back, I just take your knight. So knight takes f3, intermediate move. Queen takes f3. And now if you go back, I just pick up the knight. I win the piece. So you can't do that either. So knight to f6 now, attacking the bishop on d2. And now you play a move like bishop f4, the bishop goes to g6 and queen takes b7. So this is a very crazy variation which gives white a slight edge. Let's see if this will happen on the board. It could totally happen. But bishop d2 is very difficult to find. You could also play g4 by the way. Also okay move for white. कार्लसन बेस्ट मूव खेला कि नहीं भाई? कार्लसन का देखते हैं भाई क्या कर रहा है. Oh, he played the best move, rook to b1. Carlsen still in prep. मुझे लग रहा है उल्लू बना रहा है हम सबको भाई. MVL साथ पूरा prep में खेल रहा है लौंडा. Yeah, it's plus 0.7, but I'm not sure it's actually plus 0.7. I think plus 0.3, plus 0.4 होगा. चेन्नई जाओगे? Most likely yes भाई. वो लास्ट टीम में रहने दो चैम्पटी भाई. आप प्लीज रेटिंग वाइज इंप्रूवमेंट सी बताओ वाइट पे भाई. ऑलरेडी है भाई, रोड टू 2000 सीरीज है ऑलरेडी. थैंक्स फॉर द रिकमेंडेशन चेसेस. दो माय रेटिंग वाज 1142 3 years ago. Will play attorney soon. Good भाई सत्य, good play attorney soon. Who all do you think will be top 10 after 3 years? India में से I would say there are good chances for Vidit, Nihal, Prag, Arjun and Yokesh. In पांचों में से I expect at least 2 to be in the top 10 in the world in like 3 years. I think 2 लोग तो पहुंच सकते हैं कम से कम. आज भी 40 साल के लग रहे हो. क्या बात कर रहे हो तुम? कैसे? It's not possible. It's not possible. मस्त तो लग रहा हूँ यार. बाल सुनहरे काले. All looks fine to me. I don't know. क्या 40 का ये रोशनी कहाँ से आ रही है भाई? रोशनी ना है. रोशनी नहीं चाहिए भाई. नो रोशनी. नो रोशनी. रोशनी नहीं चाहिए भाई. अनिहाल ही बोला मैंने यार. Mukesh is insanely strong for his true. Prag का क्या हो? Prag का भाई with it drew and Harikrishna still playing. If Vishy enters with a community, will he be allowed to play then? Yes. Giri blunder कुछ भी. भाई लंदन में ब्लंडर नहीं होता भाई. एंड चैट देखो, बार इज सेविंग अनीश. तो लंदन सिस्टम से अनीश गिरी gained the edge in just 12 moves. So Anish Giri is better with the London system. Ronak is by the way, well mentioned. Yeah, forgot his name. I think white will probably just find one of the moves g4 or bishop d2. Ek na ek move he'll find. Yeah, it feels like a computer move for sure. Like g4 would be my move. It looks logical, but also weakening. Yeah, you weaken your king a little bit. So if you can find bishop d2, that would be awesome. World Championship should be like money in the bank. Challengers can cash in any tournament of his choice. That's true, man. ऐसी पेंगो को 2600 ने पेल दिया तो अच्छी बात है. ऐसी को 2705 ही है यार. But if I give a sign, age is better despite playing London. That's crazy. वही तो, London is a forced win, chat. London is a forced win. He was better, but then he made a mistake and it's equal again. What's equal? कहाँ है equal? Dubov net Nepo in the same line which Carlsen is playing today. Oh, सारा prep है. Oh my God. अरे Carlsen भाई कितना prep करोगे यार? बोर्ड पे भी कभी खेल लो. सारा घर से ही देख के आओगे तो भाई क्या फायदा खेलने का यार. मतलब what's the fun भाई? What's the fun? लेसन तो फ्री में कहाँ सीख सकते हैं भाई? YouTube पे वीडियो सर्च करो यार. हमारे चैनल पे क्या जाओगे? Arya second, can he use the prepared lines in his own games? He can, but I think it depends. I think if you prepared it together, then he probably won't. Yeah, he probably won't. Had London been the forced win, तो आप NM Sahalti को नहीं होते. वही तो मैं यूज नहीं करता ना forced win. You don't want to use a forced win. That's very unfair to other players. Magnus accuracy. अरे भाई chat after 13 moves, Carlsen की accuracy 100% है भाई. 100% accuracy for Carlsen. And it is 99.8 for MVL. So accuracy के मामले में तो भाई ये लोग क्रश कर रहे हैं. London is forced win for opponent. कुछ भी. कौन सा वेबकैम है? वेबकैम नहीं है भाई, कैमरा है यार. वेबकैम क्या होता है? Vishy still thinking. Now he's gone below Mamedyarov on the clock. Magnus best. DM for fun. एक चमाट मारो कोई अपने भाई को भाई. एक थूक इनकी निकल रही है ना इनके मुंह पर. एक चमाट मारो कोई. What is the best free Indian finances? I think Stockfish is the best, most likely that that is available. Leela is also there. साथ में को उल्टी आ रही है भाई, प्लीज इनको भी थोड़ा सा चैट का रास्ता दिखाएं. अर्जुन, यहाँ लियोन इज प्लेइंग इन फ्रेंच लीग. आई नो. कार्लसन से प्रेप के बारे में बोल रहे हो, फिर अगर बिना प्रेप के बिना खेला तो A4 H4 ही खेलेगा. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है यार. Magnus confessed but don't know what. Probably his girlfriend's name. Check top line of Carlsen MVL crazy exchange sack. We'll see as it happens, yeah. Vishy accuracy is 98.3 and Mamedyarov is 97.9. So Vishy doing really well right now. भाई तेरी बियर्ड किधर है भाई वो सिंक में? डोंट कंफ्यूज सात्विक. ओ भाई दो सात्विक है यार. W and V. मैं कंफ्यूज नहीं किया बट आई डिड नॉट रियलाइज कि दो हैं. हेलो वीडी के मैच क्या ड्रॉ गया यार? Why don't players wheel their full team? इमेजिन करो तुम और मेरा मैच है, ठीक है, और तुम्हारी टीम है सागर शाह, समय रैना, बोटेज, लडविग, मिस्टर बीस्ट, और मेरी टीम है यू नो आई डोंट नो कोई भी 5 लोग हैं. तो इफ आई नो द your team players, your seconds, I can approach them, I can try to get some information if I'm friends with them, and your prep might get leaked. That's why you don't reveal your team, yeah. Anand played क्या? तो अभी मूव आ जाएगी. चैट 10 सेकंड डिले है. आई थिंक चेस 24 is 10 to 15 seconds ahead, बट 10 सेकंड फर्क नहीं पड़ता, क्लासिकल गेम है यार. विशी क्या 99.3 98.3 है भाई. विशी जीते तो 1 more पिज्जा. अरे यार क्या कर दूं पता नहीं यार. अगर विशी जीत गए ना, और इफ विशी इज विनिंग एंड देन यू नो he plays A3. Wow, that's a very interesting move, right? That's very interesting. Now let's have a look at this move, chat, because you can't take on D4 because queen D4, that's the first thing. Knight C3, pawn C3, all good. If he takes on F3, you probably take with the queen, right? Because you don't spoil your structure. If you take knight takes D4, for example, I have queen takes D5, knight C2, forking the pieces. I have rook takes E7. And after rook takes E7, rook to I think B1, A2, I don't know which one is better, and I save the, and I'm better. So that works because I have 2 pieces for a rook that is better for white. But instead, if you don't take on F3, for example, probably not the best move, A3. Bar bilkul nahi hila. I don't know, A3 is not the best, but it's very interesting because all the tactics for black still don't work. So black probably has to play some normal move like queen D7, queen D6, or like, you know, even take on C3. And playing such moves are not so easy because you will always see G4 and knight E5. For queen D7, then you can play G4, knight E5. And black is always scared of such ideas, right? Because G4, bishop G6, and you will always see, Are yaar, queen pe attack, nahi khelna mujhe ye. So that's why I think it's not easy for black to play also. Bishop B5, I'm not sure, man. Yeah, you could play it, but I think A3 might be even bishop B5. Let's have a look. What's the problem? Bishop B5. I'm not sure what the problem is, but probably just queen D6 here, defending the knight, and you probably don't have a clear threat now. You don't want to do this, right? This is really bad. So I think it doesn't have a clear threat. You will not get the double pawns. Vishy accuracy, chat. Let me let you. Vishy accuracy is 97.5. Mamedyarov is 97.9. So very balanced. Yeah, it's kind of a waiting move. You're looking at black's plan. That's the waiting move. It's also kind of a move. Just like it's like you wait for black to go wrong. मतलब यहाँ पे black can go wrong in many ways. He can capture here. That's worse for black. He can capture here. That will give white an open B file maybe and some central pawns. You can go wrong in many ways, and that's the kind of move A3 is. You're giving your opponent to basically go wrong. Analyze knight D2. Okay, let me analyze. Knight D2, bishop D1 by. That's the analysis. I think queen is lost. So A3 played, and now Mamedyarov analyzing. Black pieces look better than white pieces, but like in white ke paas pawn hai bhai, pawn hai. Confession from Magnus comes in the games and talks about positions today. He said he knows about Dubov game and has some options. Oh, so Carlsen is well prepared. And chat, this is the Carlsen position right now. This looks very, very crazy indeed. Apparently, knight C6 is a possible move here. Bishop A6 is a possible move here. Black has a lot of space on the queen side, but white has a lot of space in the center. So what will be more important? The center or the queen side is the question. Usually center is more important, but let's see. Do you know any game in which player won the least moves played federated classicals? Yeah, even Anand sir once lost with 6 moves, I think. He lost in 6 moves. कितना बोलता है भाई, बोलना जरूरी है भाई लाइफ में. इंडिया गेट मीटअप मैन. अरे यार इंडिया गेट मीटअप क्यों करना है, करेंगे भाई कभी. ग्रिशुक वन अगेंस्ट मैग्नस 7 मूव्स. या आल्सो हाँ, मेरी एक्स ने अपने मुंह बोले ये क्या है भाई. How did he lose in 6 moves? He blurred a piece, I think, in 6 moves. I think it was against Kazim. I'm not sure against who it was. Maybe Kazimdanov. I'm not sure though. But 6 moves में he lost. अच्छा बोलता है. Thanks भाई. Show the game please. यार वो गेम ढूंढनी पड़ेगी. 6 moves में एक वीडियो है सेकंड चैनल पे. Vishy sir losing 6 moves. सेकंड चैनल पे तुम्हें लिंक मिल जाएगा उसका. Though some people say that these matches are fixed, are they really? नहीं यार. Well, some people say IPL is fixed. Some people say a lot of stuff. Some people say the earth is flat. Doesn't matter. Maybe I am GM. You're not GM भाई. I think आप मोदी जी तो बहुत बड़े इंसान हो यार. GM is not really enough for you, I think. आप दिल्ली में तो क्या फरीदा में रहता हूँ यार. क्रैकिंग की जगह कौन से कैंडिडेट्स में कौन है. अच्छा ओ डिंग लेरन. Chat, do like the stream भाई. Let's get to 600 likes जल्दी से. And if you're here for the first time, do subscribe भाई. Thanks a lot. फ्लैट को क्यों तोड़ा भाई, तोड़ना चाहिए यार. फ्लैट भाई धरती से गिरी जाएंगे वैसे भी. साइड से गिर जाएंगे वो. How's knight to e5 for white? Awesome भाई. Loses the queen. Awesome. Magnus taking MVL with his time usage. He's still in prep. Like Hari played f3. Exactly dude. Exactly. Yo wizard भाई. Ding Lichen क्या है भाई. When is your favorite song? What is your favorite song? I don't know man. Maybe some Imran Hashmi song yeah. What's the idea behind a3? The idea is basically to, of course, first of all, prevent these moves and also to kind of wait, yeah, and see what black's plan is. Sometimes you're not sure what your plan, you want to improve your position a little bit and also let your opponent reveal his own plan. So, black should probably play a move like queen d7, queen d6, develop his pieces, but he might go wrong and capture here or capture here. That would be white's favor. टी-शर्ट के बाइसेप्स बाहर आ रहे हैं. क्या बात कर रहे तुम, फाड़ के बाहर आ रहे हैं क्या. ओहो भाई कितना फट रहे हैं बाइसेप मेरे. ओ माय गॉड. am I like a बढ़िया भाई. Nice. Okay, that was weird. Anyways. Vishy lost to Zapata in 6 moves. अच्छा Zapata से आ रहे थे क्या. Oh my bad. Zapata क्या नाम है ना, Zapata. हेलो भाई कैसे हो. बढ़िया राकेश भाई. आदि पोस्ट इशू है वो कुछ भी भाई. आदि पोस्ट क्यों कर रहा है. मैं सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर हूँ, आपका कोई काम कर सकता हूँ. नहीं यार थैंक्स लॉट भाई. दो क्या ही करोगे काम यार. Bro laughing like Ludwig. Really? Earth is flat in some places. Yes, of course. I think there will always be some sort of curvature, right? Nothing is flat. I think nothing can be flat, right? Hey bro, how are you? I'm fine. How are you, Rajnish bhai? Flowers, hello भाई. पता नहीं क्यों गाले दे रहे हैं मुझे. पपे वाला बाइसेप्स है आपके. अच्छा, nice. चपात. Queen to a4, bishop to b5. Yeah, but too much, man. Queen a4, bishop f3, and black is winning. MVL played, really? Let's have a look. Oh, he played bishop g4. Now, this is not the best move from MVL, apparently. Apparently, Chad, यहाँ पे h3 is better for white, which is ridiculous because h3, bishop f3, queen f3, cd4. भाई और यहाँ पे e5 खेलना है white को, attacking the rook, and apparently white is better, which is very difficult to imagine. So MVL probably out of prep and Carlsen still in prep. Let's see what happens here. Let's go to Anish's game, who played the London and is still better. Black has not played. उसको London के खिलाफ moves ही नहीं मिल रहे भाई, इतना मुश्किल है. Let's go to the game of Anand sir again. Like to the guys, thanks a lot. Man is famous for blunders nowadays. I don't think so. Your laugh seems fast forwarded. I am from Africa. अभी तो हिंदी में लिख रहे थे यार. अफ्रीका में कहाँ से आ गए आप. Oh, he takes on c3. Now that's probably a good move, but practically not the best, I feel. Now white's center is actually stronger. He also has the open b file to use, and I think this is in Vishy's favor for sure. And now this pawn is not weak. There's no weak pawn on d4. After g4 in Anand's game, pushing bishop behind is bishop on f6 isn't controlling. It is controlling a great diagonal for sure, but it also relieves some stress. And now he will not play. It's not required to g4 play g4 now, because now my center is strong. I can even ignore it now. I could play bishop e3. I could play rook b1. I could play c4. I could have a huge center, even a4 later on. And I think Vishy could be better here. Hanging pawns indeed. I am from ISA. I am from USA. Wow. Who are all thinking you think you'll be in top 3 in 10 years? From India, I think most likely one, as I mentioned, one out of I would say Nihal, Prag, Arjun, Vidit, Gukesh, रौनक, इनमें से 2 लोग तो होंगे यार. आपके पीछे चारों में एक स्पाइडर है क्या? भाई डराओ मत यार, स्पाइडर नहीं है यार. I think A3 preparing for queen C3. I don't know if your queen can move 2.5 squares. You have a special queen on the board, by. Congrats on special queen. कैसे मिली यार? I am from France कह रहे. देखो आप पता है आप जहाँ पे भी हैं आप वहाँ एंजॉय करें भाई प्लीज. मेरे हैंगिंग पॉन्स हर बार मर जाते हैं. वो तो है भाई. स्पाइडर ऑन योर चेयर. बिना भाई बोले बात करो भाई, बड़ा मुश्किल है यार वो. स्पाइडर ऑन योर चेयर, क्या बात कर रहे हो यार? कहाँ है भाई? I don't see it. कहाँ है स्पाइडर? थैंक्स फॉर सुपर चैट दो भाई. Thanks a lot, man. I am from India. Nice. When you knight the queen. I think A3 was preparing for queen D3. I don't think so. Queen D3 is the best choice because bishop G6 attacks the queen once more. उधर ही है कुछ भी. चले. डार्ट खेलो आज. डार्ट खेल सकते हैं भाई. स्पाइडर ऑन योर चेयर. वो मेरी बात कर रहे हो क्या तुम? अंधे हो क्या? स्पाइडर नहीं दिख रहा क्या? कहाँ है स्पाइडर? बताओ ना कहाँ है. कहाँ है भाई? कहाँ है स्पाइडर? बताओ ना कहाँ. चेयर पे कहाँ है भाई? I am trying to send Vishy's lost in 6 moves. Unfortunately, can't send link here. Yeah, so don't need to send by. People can check it out on the second channel later. Rook will happen at the correct point. Of course, Rook के bishop से ध्यान रखना है. ये ध्यान रखना है, but it will happen. Ban भाई, wow. Give me your phone number, but why? आपकी चेयर पे कहाँ दिख रहा है? भाई मैं भी मार्स से हूं. वाओ. चेयर पे इज दैट स्पाइडर. नाइस. ऑन योर चेयर बिलो द रेड लाइनिंग. चले कुछ भी. स्पाइडर खेल रहे हैं भाई. कुछ भी. स्पाइडर भाई. कुछ भी कुछ भी. यहाँ कुछ भी. पीछे स्कॉर्पियन है. स्कॉर्पियन आ गया. यो व्हाट्स अप चिताई. गिरी गेम फास्ट. क्या हो गया भाई? कुछ हुआ ही नहीं है 1 साल से. गिरी गेम फास्ट. ये क्या है भाई? लीव इट ब्रो, गेटिंग फूल्ड 1-0. इसमें क्या 1-0 रे? इसमें क्या 1-0? तुम बोलोगे तुम्हारे पीछे स्पाइडर तो कोई भी चेक करेगा रे. ये क्या मतलब है? ये कैसा 1-0? तुम्हें बोलेंगे तुम्हारे लड़की का मैसेज आया फोन पे, डेट पे बोल रहे, तुम भी फोन चेक करोगे ना यार. मंकी है पीछे, वो तुम ही हो गए यार. बेस्ट मूव बताओ. बेस्ट मूव. आई थिंक Vishy can probably develop bishop p3. He can also take and then develop. Both are possible. ये rook is like insignificant here. Anish learn system. Exactly भाई. Anish learn system खेल रहा है भाई. Imagine करो. Imagine the guts. आज इतने सारे 9 साल के बच्चे कहां से आ गए चैट में? फ्लीट ने रेड कर दी क्या? ऐसा कुछ नहीं है भाई. When you will see Vishy और वीडियो on Instagram on your channel soon भाई. soon भाई. हरी का मैच दिखाओ एक बार. हरी का मैच भी देखेंगे यार. we'll have a look at the end. Bishop D3 possible तो है, but I feel कि मतलब after Bishop D3 Black will take on E1 and then Queen takes. Bishop D3 के बाद Rook takes E1. You can't take with the Knight. Queen से मारना पड़ेगा. Then Bishop F3 and हमारा King open हो गया रे. हमारा King थोड़ा चक्कर है यार. King को नंगा नहीं करना. Does the match affect the ratings? No. So as Carlsen is half a point behind, I think as of now Vishy should try to win in the classical. And Carlsen ने भी confession booth में बोला है कि he is well prepared in this line. He has seen the previous games in this line. He knows what to do. So Carlsen is very well prepared, and that means he might even win. Who the hell knows? And that's why Vishy has to win as well. Chances of Vishy winning the tournament, good chances. I would rate his chances at least 1/3, at like 33% for Vishy, 50% for Carlsen, and Baki Mamedyarov and MVL का बाकी 10-15% each. Lion behind you, वो सिग्मा मेल की ऑरा होती है रे, उसको लायन नहीं बोलते, समझे तुम? This match will be intense. Time is also equal. Exactly. स्पाइडर ने टी-शर्ट पहनी है ब्लू कलर की. काट ना ले स्पाइडर. और भाई आपको उसका स्पाइडर कैसा? आपका पिज्जा भी है अभी. क्वीन G8 फॉर व्हाइट. वाह वाह बेटे वाह. रूक एक्सचेंज हो गया तो हो गया भाई, बढ़िया भाई, कोई चक्कर नहीं, कोई स्ट्रेस नहीं है, कर लेंगे एक्सचेंज। हम डरते हैं क्वीन एक्सचेंज, रूक एक्सचेंज से। क्वीन d3 भाई यार, मतलब क्यों भाई, क्यों क्यों क्यों, मतलब भाई क्वीन d3 एटलीस्ट बिशप c6 तो है ही है एट द वेरी लीस्ट। वाई VD विल नेवर कम टू चैनल, ही विल कम भाई, ही विल कम फॉर श्योर। भाई प्रखर भाई आपको स्कूल में बुली बताते हैं भाई, वो खुद बुली था भाई, बस मैं आई वाज 3 years एल्डर तो इसलिए बुली कर नहीं पाया। बिशप d3, मिस्टर ओलंपियाड वैन जाओ, क्या डोले हैं आपके, व्हाट आर यू फेमिनिस्ट, नॉट रियली। बिशप e3 also possible by the way because rook takes e1 possible नहीं है। 4 और black wants to take on e1 and we can't take with the knight because knight is pinned, so queen से मारना पड़ेगा and they'll take on f3, that's why we have to either block this or take it। बिशप e2 प्लीज, ये क्या है बिशप e2 यार, बहुत पैसिव, खूब पैसिव, मतलब डरते हो तो बिशप e2 खेलो यार तुम। Just imagine if any young GM proposes girlfriend in girlfriend room, Lamau, is that even possible? It is possible. I mean, he can do that. Imagine करो यार, मतलब imagine करो इंडिया, imagine करो तुम इंडिया का कोई COB लेवल टूर्नामेंट कराओ, but for the general public, ठीक है, जनरल पब्लिक टूर्नामेंट है, रेटिंग 500 400 वाले खेल रहे हैं, कन्फेशन बूथ है, को आता है कोई मुंह खेलता है, आता है रूम में, बबीता मैं कन्फेशन रूम में तो बात कर देना, मैनू प्यार करदा तू। इमेजिन करो भाई, ऐसा कुछ लेम सा बोल दे भाई कन्फेशन, टोटली पॉसिबल। आई एम ऑल्सो एंटी फेमिनिस्ट, आई एम नॉट एंटी फेमिनिस्ट भाई। पॉन टू c5, ये पॉन कैसे दौड़ेगा यार c5 पे। स्टॉप ट्राइंग गाइस, ओनली आई गॉट फॉल, यू डिड नॉट गेट एनीथिंग सागर भाई, सागर जैन भाई। भाई डिस बस यार, बस यार बस कह रहे सिद्धांत भाई। Rook e3, but rook e3 but blocks the bishop, no, blocks my cute bishop on c1. I mean, I am so cute here, I am so cute, I so cute। रुको भाई दिखाता हूँ, क्यूट हूँ यार मैं, I'm so cute, please look भाई, don't block me। Please don't block me on e3, I want to go to e3, I want to go here, I want to go here। Okay, चलो भाई हो गया नाटक। Anyways, I meant pawn to d5. Yeah, but d5, I think knight e5 again, and the knight is pinned. With it, GF reveal in confession booth. Oh my god. छोटी बच्ची हो क्या? Yes. घोड़े में बैठो. What about knight e5 move by Vishy? Loses the queen by, at the very least. Bishop d3, I guess rook takes e1 आएगा भाई. Issue. Rook and bishop king के साथ कैसे मेट कर सकते हैं? रुक बिशप के साथ भाई, जब आएगी वो पोजीशन इतनी दूर, किंग रुक एंड बिशप, भाई इतने बड़े बड़े खिलाड़ी वहां ड्रॉ नहीं कर पाए यार, वो पोजीशन ड्रॉ करना लगभग इम्पॉसिबल रहता है टॉप लेवल पे भी। बिशप g5 वुड बी not the best of moves. I think black can just take on g5 actually and trade queens, and I don't see how this is good for white. I mean, probably possible. I think rook ये वाला मारना चाहिए, I guess. खेल सकते हो, but obviously bishop draw हो जाएगा, obviously bishop है now, it should be a draw। Best move, I think best move here is to just take on e8 and queen takes के बाद just to draw the bishop e3 for example, and then try to use this pawn somehow, like मतलब you have the open b file, right? You can use this, you have the two bishops, also black has two bishops, but it is possible कि black कभी ये bishop pair दे सकता है, and in that case you might have control over light squares, and ये pawns use कर सकते हो आगे जाके, rook b1, c4 and so on। There's no clear edge here, but there's an imbalance, that's very important। जैसा मैंने कहा था ना ओपनिंग में, in this position there is no imbalance, चार pawn एक दूसरे के सामने है, लेकिन when you look at this position there's a clear imbalance because I have two pawns, he has only one, I have one, he has two, so there's an imbalance, and that kind of gives more chances of both sides to win, and that's what Vishy basically wants। Rook e3 again, it's possible, but it blocks the bishop, man, not so sure। Do face reveal, तो ये क्या है भाई? Mute? कुछ भी। India clearly crushing essay right now। Okay। गॉड से बात हो गई भाई। इंडिया भाई g4 खेल सकते हैं, पर किंग को नंगा क्यों करना है यार? Why do you want to weaken your king for no reason? It's not required। It's not required भाई। Parag is not playing। Parag घर पे चिल कर रहा है भाई। Hey Aishwarya, how are you? Arjun dropped out of college or to focus on chess. I think that's not a bad deal for him now, considering where he is. VD and Hari game. VD drew his game by Hari was still playing, I think. Anand Shah का previous record कैसा है? I would say it's decent enough. I think they've played for many years, but I somehow feel previous record matter ही नहीं करते भाई, because in the past few years I think clearly Carlsen has a huge edge over Vishy, but he lost to Vishy almost in all the 3 formats. So past record से हम judge नहीं कर सकते यार. When is Vishy h5 and g4 considered good? It's good when basically you can utilize this bishop going to g6 in some other way. For example, the queen is on d7. I really want to play knight e5. So playing g4 and then playing knight e5 might make more sense than when the queen is on d8. Maybe I have I have to move the queen to b3. I can't do it right now. So it needs to have some other purpose. Right now there's no other purpose. Your answer is good. Thanks a lot, Chill in Paradise. Any other best move and then queen exchange? You could also play bishop e3. That also maintains the tension because rook takes e1 is no longer possible. You could also play this and then prepare c4 and so on at the correct moment. By the way, Vishy's still thinking. That's very interesting. He's taking a lot of time for this. I'm very surprised. Still excited for it. Candidates might know Indian. Yeah, even I am. We'll stream it for most likely. We'll stream it. It'll be fun to follow. I think candidates में क्या है कि मतलब इतने इंटरेस्टिंग पर्सनालिटीज खेल रहे भाई. फिरोज जा, हिकारू, कारुआना, मतलब बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग पर्सनालिटीज हैं. Bishop d2, I mean, yeah, but why? Why Bishop passive है यार? Hey Naresh भाई, Canada नहीं भेज रहे भाई. How can GM Max Ometam be so handsome? I don't know यार. His mom's genes, I guess, or dad's genes. Rook e8, Bishop e3. हाँ ये हो सकता है भाई, ये हो सकता है. Do you follow cricket? Not much nowadays. Will Stockfish always win with white in a game with itself? Not really भाई. बहुत draw होते हैं भाई. Maximum draw ही होते हैं in general पे. बहुत rarely win होती है यार. King को मारो. Okay. What are Vishy's chances? Let's go to Carlsen's game. I think he'll have a better. Carlsen played e5. So he did not play the best move h3, which is very difficult to find actually. And I don't know, this pawn is really weak. On the other hand, white's pawns are also kind of blockaded now. So this structure is really good, but this structure is a bit awkward because now I can play bishop to e6 and I control this entire pawn chain. Hey, Nitya, thanks a lot for the kind words by Sorry, yaar. Nitya Tutan bhai. Thanks a lot, bhai. Thanks a lot, yeah. Thanks a lot, man. So you control this diagonal, very important. And suddenly you can't push this, you can't push this. So this puri pawn chain dominate okay, kind of. You do lose this pawn, but c takes, pawn takes, and maybe you have a blockade here. Bishop c4 is also possible, actually. So yeah, so I think this is very interesting pawn chain. It might be very strong, but right now it can be very weak if black can blockade on the light squares. ये सारे pawn here तक जाएंगे पूरी game की end तक. So let's go to the game of Vishy Anand again. Oh, he plays bishop e3. He plays the best move, bishop e3. Crazy why he finds the best move, and now he has maintained maximum number of pieces on the board. He's not exchanging any piece on the board. I am a GM. Best move is queen d3. Welcome GM bhai. कौन से पैरेलल यूनिवर्स में आप जीएम है बताना यार. कैसे भैया यार. बिशप इतनी कौन सी एक्टिविटी दिख रही है. अगर बिशप d2 खेलोगे ना तो वो e1 मार देगा रे. अब नाइट से मार नहीं सकते, क्वीन से मारोगे तो बिशप f3. सो बिशप से मारना पड़ेगा. तो ये बिशप क्या कर रहा है भाई, यहाँ पे दो पॉन देख रहा है यार. कम से कम बिशप e3 में पोटेंशियल है भाई. इट कैन गो टू g5 लेटर. इट कैन सपोर्ट द पॉन ऑन d4. इट कैन डिफेंड द पॉन. And it blocks the exchange of the rooks, so it has many purposes here. Shaq queen g5 क्यों नहीं खेल रहा? उसकी रेटिंग में कुछ एक्स्ट्रा डिजिट है भाई. I think एक at least to play queen g5. Chat जल्दी स्ट्रीम लाइक कर दो. Let's get to 1k likes भाई. आज important match है. Do like the stream chat. And if you're here for the first time, आपके सामने सब्सक्राइब बटन होगा लाल कलर का, उस पर उंगली दबा दो यार. हमारी फैमिली में शामिल जाओ भाई. Let's go. देखने को भाई पॉन देखना है तो. Who is winning? अरे अभी कोई नहीं यार. With is already drawn भाई. टर्की बिशप पॉन देख रहा है, ये क्या है भाई? टर्की बिशप क्या होता है यार? लीडर बोर्ड का क्या सीन है भाई? लीडर बोर्ड बढ़िया है भाई, कार्लसन आधा पॉइंट आगे है, बट हम पूरे फिराक में 7 पॉइंट के। यो पार्थ भाई, यो अमरीश भाई, कार्लसन इज बेटर आई थिंक स्लाइटली, एंड ओह ही प्लेस नाइट c6. वाओ chat, I think after the move h3 Carlsen is better. Bishop takes, queen takes, you can't take on d4 because the knight is hanging, so rook c8 खेलना पड़ेगा, but now comes rook takes b5, c takes b4, and it's a complete mess. It's a complete mess. It's not clear who's better. Queen e4 maybe, and you know, if you take on c3 now, then bishop e3. भाई क्या position है यार? e5 भी weak है, c3 pass pawn है black के पास. This will be a super complicated position in MVL's game. So I think we will have a result most likely in Carlsen versus MVL. Either way, a very important result. Let's go to Vishy's game now. Brief look at Anish's game. London chal raha hai. Anish is much better. London opening the chat. Let's go to Vishy's game again. Bishop e3 played, and now the rook's file has been blocked. The plan is to exchange as few pieces as possible. c4 e4 kilo and play rook b1. Put pressure here. Maybe queen b3 later on. Try to get the bishop pair if possible also. जितने इम्बैलेंस क्रिएट करेंगे उतना चांसेस बेटर है. फॉर नाउ द पोजीशन इज इक्वल बट इट्स नॉट अ ड्रॉ. इट्स इक्वल बट नॉट अ ड्रॉ. एमवीएल गया कहां यार? भाई एमवीएल जीतेगा भाई, डोंट वरी, ही विल कम बैक. लंदन भी कोई ओपनिंग खेलने की है क्या भाई? अनीश गिरी को बोलो भाई, अनीश गिरी को बोलो, ही इज विनिंग विद द लंदन राइट नाउ. रिजल्ट क्या है? कार्लसन जीतेगा? आई एम नॉट श्योर. द पोजीशन इज वेरी कॉम्प्लिकेटेड एंड कार्लसन विल ही टेक द रिस्क? चार्ट ध्यान रखना, कार्लसन इज इन sole lead. In that situation, for him to take a risk in classical makes no sense, because if he draws the classical, he is secure of at least 1 point, and that would mean कि उसके lead maintain करने के chance high है. If he loses the classical and Vishy wins, he cannot win Norway Chess. Imagine अपनी ही देश में तुम हार जाओ एक 52-year-old इंसान से जिसको तुमने 2 बार हरा रखा है वर्ल्ड चैंपियनशिप में, तो इट विल नॉट लुक गुड फॉर कार्लसन इन हिज ओन कंट्री. सो आई थिंक ही विल बी अंडर अ लॉट ऑफ प्रेशर हियर टू नॉट लूज दिस गेम. सो ही माइट नॉट गो फॉर द मोस्ट कॉम्प्लिकेटेड वेरिएशन एंड ही माइट जस्ट इवन लूज और ड्रॉ. इट्स टोटली पॉसिबल. Is Gargam the best London player? Yes, after Sahil Tikku. Just kidding. Yes, he's the best. 52 killed indeed. Chat, do like the stream. Let's go to 1K likes. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe. Let's go. Tikku भाई cheese pizza खाने का मन कर रहा है. आज मेरा भी बहुत मन है cheese खाने का. I have to agree. आज मेरा खाने का बहुत मन है भाई. Have you seen Levy's course comparison? I have not seen the course, but my course is I think 4.5 hours long. His is 1.5 hours. So probably mine is better. And also mine came out 1 year later, so it has more information. भाई यार हर बार कार्लसन ऐसे चला जाता है चाहे कोई भी इतना अच्छा खेल दे. भाई कार्लसन हार सकता है आज यार. Just like how Vishy loses the World Cup in his country. यार तुम विशी के पीछे क्यों पड़ रहे हो भाई? तुम्हारा नाम इंडियन है और तुम इंडियन को ही रोस्ट कर रहे हो भाई. कम ऑन यार. ये ऑब्जेक्टिव चीजें बात नहीं करनी भाई. मैं मंगवाऊं पिज्जा? नहीं यार मैं मंगा लूंगा. कार्लसन का नेक्स्ट मैच किसके साथ है? कार्लसन का नेक्स्ट मैच टोपलोव के साथ है. विशी का आर्यन तारी. तो अगला मैच दोनों के ब्लैक होंगे भाई. अगर एमवीएल खुद से हार गया तो क्या होगा भाई? खुद से हार गया मतलब तो कार्लसन जीतेगा ना यार. विशी की एक्यूरेसी 97.5 एंड ममेदरव की 97.9. दोनों की एक्यूरेसी बहुत क्लोज है यार. G4 is just too risky. अभी बैक की मूव है चैट. वर्ल्ड कप में आई थिंक मींस वर्ल्ड चैंपियनशिप मींस. It's not about the length of the course, but it's about the depth. डेप्थ भी अच्छी है भाई, बहुत सी डेप्थ है भाई. डेप्थ, टेक्सचर, गर्ट्स सब कोर्स का बहुत बढ़िया भाई. लोग खुद से शादी कर सकते हैं तो पॉसिबल. खुद से शादी कौन करता है रे? तो अगर मैं यहाँ पे ओम मंगलम कर दूं कुछ तो मेरी शादी रहेगी क्या? आनंद वर्सेस यू, ये क्या है भाई? इतनी एनर्जी कहाँ से लाते हो साहिल भाई? कौन सी टॉनिक पी लगी आजकल? तो यार देखता हूँ. इसको बोलते हैं हम गर्म पानी. He plays queen to f6 chat. विशी के डबल पॉन करने के पीछे हाथ धो के और कच्चे गीले करके पीछे पड़ा है ममेद्यारोव. He plays queen f6. शिलाजीत क्या है भाई? Write in your description that this channel is purely biased to Indians, so everyone stops asking why are you biased. वो जरूरत नहीं भाई. I think it's very obvious. It's an Indian channel तो biased होगा ना. And now I think the threat is bishop f3. Will Vishy prevent the move like bishop e2 or will he just let it be? Because अगर black मारता है तो bishop pair lose करेगा वो. He will lose the bishop pair. So the bishop f3 is not the most, I would say, कैसे बोले, like the most risk-free move because it has its own drawbacks. Yup, rook b1 possible, putting pressure on b7. So you can also play a move like bishop e2, but bishop e2 is of course like a bit passive. But I think it's logical. It's very logical. You can play this move and next play rook to b1. Or if you are, if you are for guts, तुम ज़्यादा hero हो तो भाई rook b1 खेल सकते हो. Putting pressure like कर ले double भाई, हमें घंटा फर्क पड़ता है रे, हम तो double allowed करेंगे. So queen f6 played chat, important move for Vishy. Are you Indian? Of course. Indian says a4. By Indian ko chodo na, a4 is too random, dude. You can play a4 also, but I think bishop e2 and rook b1 are probably more human. Carlsen blundered. क्या बात कर रहे हो भाई? कहाँ से blunder रे? Best तो खेल रहा है. Oh, he played bishop e4, rook c8 now, and now bishop to e3 is a good move for Carlsen. Yeah, probably he plays it. Let's see what happens. कार्लसन को प्रक की फोटो दिखाओ रे. कार्लसन को प्रक की फोटो दिखानी है क्या? रुको चैट, लेट्स डू दिस. गुड आइडिया. रुको. प्रक, रुको भाई. कार्लसन को प्रक की फोटो दिखाना जरूरी है भाई. आई थिंक दैट्स अ वेरी गुड सजेशन. या वेरी गुड सजेशन बाय हूएवर इन द चैट. रुको भाई, रुको. चैट ये करना पड़ेगा हमें. यू हैव टू डू दिस. रुको. एक जादू करते हैं भाई. रुको. लेकिन जो भी कहो, विशी has some chances to win this chat because black जो भी कर ले, it's not easy to equalize because there's a clear imbalance. So I think it's going to be a very very interesting game. रुको भाई, कार्लसन को प्रक की शक्ल दिखाते हैं भाई. रुको. कार्लसन भाई ये देख. ये देखो भाई. कार्लसन के लिए देखो भाई, प्रक को देखो यार. पीस सैक, पीस ब्लंडर. लेट्स गो. Now he'll blunder a piece, bhai. आ रहा है भाई. Don't worry. Why isn't taking the pawn with the rook not the best move for Carlsen? So if you take on b5 for example, I think there's a lot of pressure on d4. I can take on d4 now because the knight is no longer pinned. And now you have to, if you take with the pawn, you can see how this pin is a bit problematic. Bishop f3, let's say queen f3 and knight d4. And you can see the issues already. And rook is perfectly placed for this fork here. Rook and Vishy game, really? He's not played yet. Yeah, so I hope this scares Carlsen a lot, bhai. हर जब भी Carlsen के प्लग की फोटो लगा देंगे वहाँ पे. We can put it here also, by the way. Also possible डराने के लिए उसको. Also possible, भाई. I think this can be done. Or we can keep it here. डराने के लिए काफी है भाई. Anyways, let's go to the Vishy game, bhai. Every time you laugh, you may laugh the whole chess. Arey, thanks a lot, Nitinjan bhai. Is Vishy winning? He's equal. He has chances. King G5 सचिन का ट्वीट भी लगा दो. वो बाद में आएगा ना यार. वो बाद में आएगा. पहले प्रक की शक्ल and tweet बाद में. We cannot break the fabric of space time here. Then it will be time travel and then anything could happen. Yeah. मैग्नस हारा तो मैं सुपर चैट करूंगा. निरोवा कुंजोवा, ये क्या है भाई? बिशप टू g5. यार अभी बिशप जीती खेला तो वी डोंट मूव द सेम पीस ट्वाइस. अनीश गिरी, अनीशा गिरी ब्लंडर, क्या बात कर रहे हो तुम? क्या भाई, बढ़िया पोजीशन तो है भाई. ही इज क्रशिंग विद द लंडन ओपी इन द चैट बाय अनीश गिरी, विनिंग विद द लंडन भाई. कंप्लीटली विनिंग फॉर अनीश. लेट्स गो टू द गेम ऑफ Carlsen again. He's still thinking. I hope he makes a mistake somehow. It's hard to make a mistake. Oh, he plays h3 now. Interesting. And now chat, just bishop f3 for black is equalizing for black. Take on f3 MVL. Okay, move है भी नहीं तुम्हारे पास, मारना ही पड़ेगा. It's kind of forced. So he will take on f3. Queen takes f3. And that should leave the d4 pawn a bit weak. And probably MVL can draw this. He can hold on to his dear life. And that would be awesome for Vishy. This is an inaccuracy by according to the Chess.com engines. And yeah. Let's go to Vishy game. Come on, Vishy. Carlsen शायद ना जीते. Come on, Vishy. जीत जाओ यार. Don't bully that 31-year-old world champion. अरे भाई बुली करना है यार. डराएंगे ना उसको. डराना पूरा है भाई. डराने की तो उम्मीद है यार. You want to scare him to death. टिक्कू भाई महाराष्ट्र कभी आओगे? भाई आएंगे भाई बहुत जल्दी। टिक्कू भाई व्हाट्स द बेस्ट मूव हियर? चैट यहाँ पे कोई ऐसी कोई क्रेजी मूव नहीं है। यू कैन प्ले बिशप e2, यू कैन प्ले रुक b1, यू कैन प्ले मेनी ऑफ दीज मूव्स एंड नन ऑफ देम इज कंप्लीटली विनिंग एंड दे हैव डिफरेंट प्लान्स। यू कैन आल्सो प्ले a4 मे बी। आपकी शादी हो गई नहीं यार? ओनली फैंस खोलने का सोच रहा था मैच। एमवीएल पे रुक पे लगाओ प्रग का फोटो। यार ट्रू, दैट वेरी ट्रू। डिस्कॉर्ड इंडिया क्रो मेंबरशिप करेंगे भाई, क्रो करेंगे। MVL के the only reason I came here to talk with chat. Nobody does better than you. Thanks for Naveen for the kind words. Tari blundered. Who the hell cares about Tari right now? Oh, I do. And chat, Anish is pushing, getting better and better. Clearly, learner system is a forced win. Do check out the learner course. It's a forced win for White. Anish Giri proving it right now. But let's go to the game of Carlsen. वैसे कोई कोर्स लेगा तो है नहीं भाई, रोज करते फालतू में. Let's go to the Vishy Anand game. गौरव भाई, this is not Omegle. आप अक्षय कुमार के फैन हो क्या? Not sure really. What does a fan mean? देखो भाई, what do you call internship in America? Tourists. छी यार पता है, that is so bad. So bad. यो अग्निश भाई. F3 मारने के बाद पॉन स्ट्रक्चर खराब हो जाएगा अगर रुक पे खेला. Yeah, but let's look at this chat. Let's look at this. ठीक है? Rook B1, Bishop F3. Chat, first question. Queen takes or pawn takes? Come on, chat. Which one do you capture with? Come on. Chat, do like this stream. Let's get to 1k likes. And if you're here for the first time, do subscribe channel, guys. Let's go. Solo only fans इतना नहीं चलता. अरे solo भी चलेगा रे. Yeah, queen takes, pawn takes, but with the bishop pair, strong dominance of the light squares. Rook to b7. I think white will have a small edge here. He can use these pawns to push these pieces back as well, and white should have an edge. He can also go bishop g2, f4 to open this diagonal. I think white will decide. Pawn takes is risky, chat. Pawn takes में your king will be open, and suddenly black can give checks, and that will be a bit dangerous. By the way, Vishy plays none of this. Vishy ने कुछ नहीं खेला इसमें से. Vishy ने खेला bishop to d3. Now this is not the best move, लेकिन it kind of prepares for the move bishop f3. Now if we take on f3, I think again Vishy will have a slight edge with a similar structure as we saw with rook b1 coming, bishop on an important diagonal, and I think Vishy will be slightly better. Let's see what happens. आप जयपुर में मैच खेलने गए थे, तब सेकंड राउंड में आपको हरा दिया था, फिर आपने ड्रॉ ही कर लिया. मैं वहां खेलने नहीं गया था, मैं वहां पे वीडियो बनाने गया था, एंड मेरे पास एक दिन फ्री था, तो मैं वहां एक राउंड खेल लिया और गलती कर दी भाई मैंने. इट्स इक्वलाइजिंग फॉर श्योर, बट द चैट इक्वलाइजिंग एंड ड्रॉ में बहुत डिफरेंस है. इफ ब्लैक टेक्स, देयर विल बी अ क्लियर इम्बैलेंस अगेन. बिशप पेयर. If bishop takes, knight to queen takes, won't Anand have too many opponents? He will, but I think he will also have some other advantages, yeah? Two bishops, open b file, some a pawn to rotate, some central advances to rotate the piece of it, so he will have his own chances. People don't realize Super GM don't blunder easily, they do inaccuracy. But वो inaccuracy काफी जीतने के लिए भाई, it's already enough. How much do you think Sagar Shah earns for super chats? I don't know, bhai. I think Sagar bhai would earn a lot of money, but I think he has many, I mean, he has a big channel, man. I think all big channels earn a lot of money. It's not like Saga Bhai is the only one, and he deserves it, of course. He's been carrying chess on his shoulders for 6 years now. हमें 2 ही साल हुए भाई कुछ करते हुए. भाई बारिश नीचे क्यों गिरती है? Because कि आप जैसे लोग गीले हो पाओ. Sigma will strike today. Let's hope so. Love you, bro. Thanks, Osh bhai. Game late विजीता वीडियो का ड्रॉ है. सागर bought a new house with super chat money. क्या बात कर रहे हो तुम? सही है क्या ये? फॉर और फुल बंगलो, क्या बात कर रहे हो? Came late, वीडी जीता ही नहीं. And Prakhar bought an entire district in US with his money from the video. अच्छा से यार डाले नहीं. Shit, my bad. Just kidding भाई. मैच के गेम का क्या हुआ भाई? मैच के गेम का यार अभी चल रहा है. And oh wait. He took on F3. 4 bedrooms. अच्छा. अच्छा. He rented Antilla for 1 day with money. I'm not even sure if that's a joke or not. Anyways, Queen F3 played, and now Queen to D7, defending the knight. Of course, he's joking. भाई वही तो मेरे लगा, मेरे को समझ नहीं आया था भाई ये सच बोल रहा है, झूठ बोल रहा है. Anyways, and now start this pressure on D4. So rook to D1, and now chat you can take on D4, takes on D4, and you know what I mentioned, chat? कि if these pawns cannot be pushed, suddenly these pawns are very strong. Here you can even just sometimes take on d4. It's totally possible. Attacking the queen. If queen e3, bishop takes e5. Bishop b2, rook f d8. And this position is insane. Is white winning? I'm not sure. The bar says he's winning. Maybe he is. Bishop g6. Wow. Maybe he is winning. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong there. Let's go back then. What am I missing? Bishop b2. Oh, rook c4 maybe. Defending this knight. Bhai, ye bahut crazy hai yaar. Because one mistake from black and this knight is lost. One mistake from white and black is 2 pawns up. So I'm not sure what the valuation is. It's crazy. अच्छा रुक f8 खेल देगा मैंने. रुक f8. मैं भी कहूँ यार हार कैसे गए. मैं भी कहूँ रुक f8 looks logical. Also rook c4. I like rook c4 even more. I like this move even more because you know this rook can become moved to c8 as well later on. So I think this is very complicated. Depending bishop g6 now, edge g6, queen e5. Dude, what the hell is happening? Rook d8. I don't know what the version is. The bar says it's equal. I don't trust the bar at all. I think one side might be winning here. Either it's black or white. I don't know. The engine might not be strong enough to calculate this is totally possible. So it's going to be a complicated game here with one side most likely winning. Let's go to the Anand game now. And Mamedyarov still thinking. Why still thinking? Mamedyarov better now? I don't think so. I don't think so. He's better. Should Magnus win or lose today to enhance his chances? Of course he should lose, yaar. I mean, if Magnus loses, of course Vishy ka benefit hai na. Chess Olympiad mascot revealed. Ghoda OP. Kya baat kar rahe ho? Who is this Prakhar? Bhai, he is the guy who fought some deep shit recently and came out on top. Hari drew. Okay, Hari has drawn. Thanks for the information. Chess only, bhai. MVL की जगह प्रक का पिक लगा लो. लगा लिया ऑलरेडी भाई, उधर ही है. अच्छे से तारीफ कर, इतनी काफी है भाई. ठीक है ना. रुक भी आने तो हम बीसन मार लेंगे रे. तो ये मार ले, हम ये मार लेंगे. चलेगा रे, मुझे चलेगा. तू तो बोल सकता है. कुछ पता नहीं भाई. Bishop D repairs geek sacrifice. नहीं यार, there's not enough pieces for it. The knight is pinned. Can't Mamedyarov change action? He can. He totally can do that. I think it is drawish, but I think both sides have the chances because white has 2 bishops and central majority. Black has the better pawn structure, so I think there'll be an imbalance still. I see Sahil Tikku more often than my own girlfriend. That's true love. भाई इंस्टाग्राम पे तो स्टोरी कभी डाली नहीं मेरे बारे में यार. ये क्या गलती है? ये तो चीटिंग है भाई. हर स्टोरी में लड़ंदी होती है, मैं तो होता नहीं. That's not fair. Kasparov blunder. Nice. Your comment on recent Vishy performance. Bhai, he's been inspiring a nation, dude, recently. Tari has more points than Giri performing since 2020. बात पता नहीं तुम्हारी सही गलत है, देखेंगे यार. हमसे स्टैंड अप नहीं हो रहा तो सिटअप शुरू कर दिया है. भाई कुछ तो करो यार. आप खुद उसकी तरह लगते हो जिसके प्रकार की कंट्रोवर्सी हुई थी. That's also true, kind of. That's also true, भाई. Why do you need to write the moves in this tech era? People can save time. Yeah, but if you want to claim a draw, how do you claim a draw? You can claim a draw by showing the moves, right? So you need to keep the notation there. हर गेम draw चुका है भाई. You can become stand-up comedian भाई. असली संदीप मैं हूँ, मार्क यहाँ है. Nice यार. Sorry भाई. I think देगला सबसे जो कई ब्राक हो सकते हैं. और साहिल टिक्कू ने बोला हर स्टोरी में डैश होती है, मेरा नाम नहीं होता. ये क्या चिराग भाई? डिस इनकमिंग क्या है भाई? चल जाता हूं मैं. दुनिया लाना है मार्केट से. अच्छा धनिया लाना है. मैंने कहा दुनिया कहां से लाओगे रे? ये तो रियलाइज किया जोक. प्रखर वी वांट रॉ एंड रियल. अरे हाँ भाई, रॉ एंड रियल लाओ यार. Anyways. Okay, so chat question for you. Would you take on f3 or would you not take on f3? Yes or no? भाई रॉ एंड रियल अब तो कभी नहीं होगा. ओ भाई सैड न्यूज. Would you take on f3 or not? Come on chat, let's go. Because I think यहाँ पे एक बहुत structural decision है कि do you want to play on the structure and give fight the bishop pair, or do you really want to just play with the equal position? Because black has a way to imbalance between even more. Yes, no, yes. Yeah, so it's not like it's a bad or good. This is more about your style of play. Do you like if for example Sanya was playing this, he would take on f3 because bishop pair advantage usko pata nahi hai. So I think he would totally take on f3. So I think it depends on how you want to play the position. Yeah. आगे शिक्षा देने वाले. Yeah, double pawn indeed. You could totally spoil the structure. That's a good way to play for sure. Ask for Shwetab. Why should I ask it by? मार दो यार, कब से वही पड़ा है वो बिशप, मार दो भाई. बाय द वे दोनों का टाइम डॉट बराबर है रे. 1 सेकंड का, देख लिटरली कुछ सेकंड का डिफरेंस दोनों में. डोंट टिकू. नहीं पूछ रहा भाई. नाइट इज स्टक फॉर ब्लैक, हाउ टू गेट इट फ्री. भाई if everything is stuck, you want to penetrate into your opponent's camp. Yeah, so knight e7, knight f5. Oh, wait. He plays h6. He plays a very solid move, not committing anything. So now rook to b1, I think, is the most obvious move in the position, or a4. Both moves have to come in the position for sure now. Let's go rook b1 or a5. Let's go, Vishy. 18 plus Chico. Of course I'm 18 plus, yaar. Check Nihal game 2 French team. Yeah, वो 2300 से खेल रहे हैं यार. I mean, it's not such an important game. We saw it briefly. Greek gift है विशी के गेम में. भाई कोई Greek gift नहीं है यार. With the bishop, knight pin with the bishop, the queen f6. Greek gift के लिए ना, like मतलब there needs to be a pawn on e5 and there need to be a lot of pieces. जहाँ black के पास खुद 4 पीस है king side पे. Are you older than Magnus? नहीं यार. He's 2 years older to me. Why is there a big difference in India number 1 and India number 2? I think age difference है ना यार. Vishy is like much older than Vidit, so he has had more time. I like your stream. Your face is photogenic. Thanks a lot. First time anybody said that to me. Photogenic face वाली बात. Sigma incoming. Yeah, I hope so, man. Come on, Vishy. Let's go, dude. भाई कुछ तो imbalance create करो. A4 खेल दो, रुक B1 और पूरा ना मतलब मम्मी तरफ को ना ऐसे फील होना चाहिए कि भाई ये तो ऐसे मतलब होता ना ऐसे वो रोप ऐसे बंद हो रही धीरे ऐसे फील होना चाहिए. स्क्वीज. क्वीन C2 नहीं रे. बिशप F3 और पॉन मर जाएगा रे. किंग नंगा हो जाएगा अपना. निहाल हुसैन तो 2300. अरे भाई क्या बात कर रहे हो तुम. Vidit already drew his game. That was Prague Masters. Vishy Zindabad indeed. The way you are promoting this game is awesome. Keep doing this. Thanks a lot, Samya. हाँ विशी जिंदाबाद इंडीड. अगर विशी था तो मैं साल्ट को ऐसा कोई वो नहीं है. चिल करो भाई. लेट मी ऐड द म्यूजिक वैसे थोड़ा सा यार. आई थिंक म्यूजिक इज अ बिट लो. या मेरे कान थोड़े से खराब हो गए हैं. रिगार्डलेस. Mamedyarov also Carlsen was a tournament changer indeed. That definitely spiced up. Vishy plays g4. Wow. So I personally don't like this move. I have to admit, I don't like this move one bit. Maybe Vishy has a plan, chat. Let's look at the plan. Yeah, the music was not audible. Now it might be. Arey Chaitri bhai, thanks for the super chat. Yeah, 101. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot, buddy. Thanks a lot, man. Do you believe Vishy can unpin his knight? He unpinned his knight by force. By playing g4 now. But this is a bit risky because after bishop to g6, I think the plan is just to take on g6, I guess. Let's say bishop takes g6, queen takes g6. And now chat, h5 is incoming. So if you play for king g2, h5, this looks a bit scary, right? Maybe he plays queen to b1 here. Is it possible? Maybe it's possible. It is possible. Nihal is playing some French league, man. Indian is not happy, and so am, and even I am not. I think somehow this feels overly risky. But okay, I mean, I think it's not like bad for white. It's just like मतलब अब queen exchange करना white के favor में. पहले queen exchange करना I think black के favor में था, white के favor में. Great laugh. Nihal is already won. तो बस खत्म हो गया ना भाई. Avatar inspired studio लग रहा है भाई. ये क्या है यार? Nihal win kya tha bhai ek banda. Vishy wants to play for a win. I know. And now bishop is only move. Why is he plays bishop g6 chat? And I think he will take on g6 now. Let's take on g6 quickly. 5 hits का भी. प्रखर भाई अगर chat में हो ना, just think about the names. There are so many people who are famous in different phases of life, and they have 5 mostly and sometimes 6 letters in their name. Yeah, either first name or surname. And we noticed this in the last stream. Like करोड़ों नाम देखे हमने जो फेमस है और 5 या 6 लेटरों के नेम है. पता नहीं क्यों. Anyways, नॉर्वे जा रहा हूँ सपोर्ट करने. अरे जाओ भाई जाओ. पूरा फ्लाइट लो भाई. Basically, people who are very famous in their fields mostly have 5 or 6 alphabets in their name or surname. Anand, Vishy, Nihal, Arjun, Parag, Vidit, like matlab Sagar, Samay, Tanya, like Rohit, Virat, like matlab sabke 5 hai. We saw this a lot. We saw this a lot in the last stream, bhai. Most in the fantasy, वही मुझे लग रहा है, Levon. But I think start one. Don't start again, bhai. Don't start again. We understood, bhai. We understood. Is this pure probability most likely? But it was interesting to notice this. Anyways, Dhoni as well. Yeah, bhai. It's a dominant. Yeah, last 3 US presidents, by the way. Obama, Trump, and Biden as well. Prague, seriously, not Vishy. I know, but short names of Vishy Anand. Anyways, let's forget about this. Focus on the game. Sandeep ka 7 is hilarious. Yeah, true. Nihal game देखो, please. The game surprising, especially the last move. I'll check it out, bhai. Prakhar भी तो 7. Exactly. You are saying मेरा कुछ नहीं हो सकता, भाई 6 वालों का भी कुछ हो सकता है यार. 7 का पता नहीं. Even Saga is unhappy. Yeah, it looks like a very, very... And Putin as well, by the way, yeah? Osama as well. Anyway, chat. So no. Game pe dekho yaar. So, brief look at the Carlsen game now. Oh, nothing has happened. Carlsen is still thinking, oh, fuck. Look at this. Carlsen is 30 minutes behind. What the hell? Carlsen is 30 plus minutes behind, dude. 33 minutes. What the hell is happening? Carlsen under pressure now. Carlsen हार जा भाई, party करेंगे भाई. Carlsen हार गया तो dude. If Carlsen loses, I'm going to party hard, dude. Disco lights के साथ. Come on, Carlsen भाई, हार जाए. That would be awesome. Parag is playing Norway. राहुल गांधी का कुछ नहीं हो सकता क्या? अरे मुझे पता नहीं यार. राहुल गांधी पता नहीं यार. Brief look at Anish's game. He's still better against Tari. Carlsen is slightly worse on the clock in an equal position. Vishy's just played g4, bishop g6 now. Will he take on g6 and play queen to b1 to trade queens? Will he just play king g2, solidifying his king side? Let's see. Indeed, TMI, indeed. Carlsen remembering all the games from 1950s. 7 only suits for Ronaldo. Sandeep and Prakhar, nice. Anish also 5 by the way, yeah, true. कुछ भी random fun about 5. मेरा भी 5 है वैसे तो. Need Carlsen and MVL to draw and MVL to win Agbadan. Yeah, man. Or Carlsen to do classical. I'll take that as well. Look at Nihal game. His games do have a look. I'll have a look, chat. I'll have a look at Nihal's game as well. But I think what I want to do is we can look at the games at the end because I think we'll have enough time to look at all the games at the end. But abhi ke liye, he plays king. I don't want to miss these moves. So king g2 played. He plays it very safe. Now black ideally wants to play a move like h5. But now, chat, what do you play if black plays h5? Come on. What does white play here? Nihal Kamil lost but won. Nice. 26k incoming. Let's go to chat. Like the stream. Bye. Let's go to 1k likes. And if you're here for the first time to subscribe, let's go. Hari Drew. Why Anish looks Indian? Because he has Indian roots. Yep. Bishop to g5 indeed. And the queen is basically kind of trapped, right? Because there's nothing you can do now. The queen is trapped, chat. It has no squares to go to. Probably rook e1, queen e1. And it's just lost for black. So that's why king g2 is a good trap. h5, bishop g5 is lost. He can't play h5 just now. We'll have a look at Nihal's game at the end of the stream, chat. Right now, this is the most important match. Nihal 23 se khel raha hai. It's not the game with the highest stakes. Topalov drew. Oh wow, Topalov and So have already drawn. So one result already. Yeah, Armageddon happening there. Let's go to Carlsen. Carlsen abhi bhi soch raha hai re. Carlsen abhi bhi soch raha hai yaar. He's almost 40 minutes down on the clock now. E6 पे कैसे जाएगा भाई? Rook e1 पे यार. h5, bishop g5, queen e6 and rook takes e6 भाई. Not easy. Not easy at all. Come on, Sigma, let's go. मेरे बाल बहुत चल रहे हैं, लंबे बाल हो गए अब. Carlsen बैठा है because Vishy sir gave him. ये क्या यार? कुछ भी तरुण भाई, कुछ भी. If it is not representing France and Poland, what is the benefit of France against citizenship? Yeah, that's the thing, no? Like France must be pissed right now that he's not playing. Carlsen 40 minutes down and MVL 100 rating. Yeah, and we want MVL to win, chat. I'll tell you why. MVL is on 11.5, Carlsen 13.5. If MVL wins, he goes to 14.5. Carlsen stays on 13.5. And if Vishy wins, he goes to 16. He'll be way ahead of everybody and he would win the tournament. So, and even if Vishy wins, for example, in the Armageddon, he still ties with MVL and he has defeated MVL. So, tiebreak is better for Anand. So, I think MVL defeating Carlsen is clearly in Vishy's favor. But more importantly, he has to win his own game somehow if he can. Vishy is winning today in classical. Man, you never know. I've seen worse positions end up in this structure. I've seen very, very drawish positions end up in a loss for somebody. So I think it's not over until it's over. Don't speculate. It's not speculation, it's prediction, bhai. I mean, इमेजिन भाई पॉलिटिक्स चल रहे हैं, लोग कह रहे हैं इस पार्टी के 55% जीतने के चांसेस, इज लाइक नॉन स्पेकुलेट. व्हाट्सअप बड़ी बढ़िया वरियान भाई. आनंद सर केम फ्रॉम ए क्या भाई. Naga opponent designed in +3 position. Awesome. My prediction: Vishy draw, Carlsen loss. That will be also cool for us. Otherwise, that is also cool for us. Draw is awesome for us. For if Carlsen loses their draws and Vishy wins or whatever, Vishy के point बनने चाहिए, Carlsen कम बनने चाहिए यार. That's game over, so nothing to analyze. We don't know why this opponent is in a winning position. Okay. Do you honestly believe Mamedyarov will fall for this trap? He will not fall for this trap. But I think setting up traps, चला होता क्या है? When you set up traps, no. Imagine करो तुमने कुछ हर move पे you're threatening something. Every move you put up a threat. Your opponent has to deal with those threats on every single move. He gets tired. If you simply play, rook e2, rook d2, rook c2, it's nothing basically. It has no threat in the position. If you keep giving threats every single move, then your opponent will get tired and he's more likely to blunder, during time pressure. That is the way you play chess. So you put threats, and definitely king d2 is a trap because h5 loses the queen. So that's one thing for Mamedyarov to worry about in his mind. He cannot play h5 for now. No, Salvek, better is Armageddon and Carlsen losing. Regardless, all I want is ki, Carlsen should not win this, because if he wins, he maintains sole lead. Will Vishy have black in Armageddon? No, he'll have white. Hari basically drew with it, drew. Will Vishy have black in Armageddon? No, I meant after exchanging rooks, e6. Yeah, for sure, but even then, for example, let's say h5, bishop g5, rook takes e1, queen takes e1. If you play queen e6, it's not in revolt because I take on e6, I take here and I take the bishop and a piece up. So piece up is also completely lost. So it doesn't work. Chat, let's get to 1k likes. Jaldi se, let's go. And if you're here for the first time, there's a red subscribe button in front of you. Do click on it and become part of the family. Let's go. Oh, he takes on d3. He takes on d3 now. Queen takes d3 coming up on the board next moment. Let's see. So Taiso Prague live. How can he say that? He's 2-6 something, yaar. Carlsen के कितने moves करने हैं? Carlsen के queen d3 played Vishy 20 moves and knight to e7. Best move by Mamedyarov. He plays the best move very quickly. Chat, ये knight कहाँ जा रहा है? बताओ. Where is this knight going? Come on. Who can tell me where is this knight going? बताओ कहाँ जा रहा है knight? Where is this knight going, chat? You broke world record of reading most YouTube comments in live stream. That would be a fun record though. Prague का photo ने Carlsen को effect किया. I hope so. Knight g6, knight f. Yes, indeed. The knight is headed to g6. It will come to f4, and now you can see the drawback of g4 clearly. The knight coming to f4. If you take, the queen can also take, and there can be some threats. So now clearly the queen trade is in white's favor. Then he can play rook to b1, put pressure on b7, and he can try to play in the endgame, play f4, king f3, gain a lot of space, knight e5, and so on. So this looks like an equal position for now, but the game is imbalanced. So it's not draw at all by any stretch of the imagination. Very, very interesting game. Chat fast है भाई, समझ जाती है. Most chat in for shortest time. Knight h4 blunder the knight by queen takes h4. That's a free piece. He can play c4 now. He can play c4, but I feel somehow probably deciding on this rook and pawn is better. He could play c4 though, it's possible. But I personally might just play a4, kind of freeing my rook to move, because I can't play rook here, for example, because my a3 pawn is hanging. So first a4 maybe. Prague live. Oh, where is he playing though? We'll have to see that as well. Rook b1, एक ये pawn आएंगे. Let's play a4 first. Let's see what Vishy plays, chat. I think that's the most important. What will Vishy play? It's not about what you and I play. What will Vishy play is the most important thing. Anand point 2 with turbo booster. ये क्या भाई? Let's go bold g5. अबे g5 खेले तो queen g5 खेलो ना यार. डरते bold ही बना तो. Prague in Prague नहीं यार. I think that's too cliche for to happen in real life, yeah. जल्दी खेलो Vishy. Indeed. What is the story behind his name, Chess Assist? I think we had a website first. We created courses and then we named the channel also Chess Assist. That was the point, to help people play chess. Bobby Fischer 1, awesome. भाई ताल होता तो क्या करता? भाई ताल होता ना तो I think वो पहले सिगरेट निकालता और फूकता भाई. I think most likely. I am in Norway and supporting Vishy. Awesome. Yep, if Vishy wins, he gains 5 points at least. D5. I mean D5 के बाद ना थोड़ा सा हमारे पीस तरह से अलग हो गए यार, मतलब जुदा हो गए सब. लाइक मतलब हमारे V² कुछ वीक हो गए. लाइक ही कैन प्ले B6 later on and control C5 well. So ये पॉन और साथ में बढ़ाने हैं, नॉट अलग नहीं यार, साथ में बढ़ाएंगे पॉन, साथ में बढ़ाएंगे भाई. Tal seems like a knight dude. Yeah, actually he was one of the guys who basically had a whole lot of health problems, by the way, because he kind of used to smoke a lot and do a lot of stuff early in his life, so he died quite young actually. Tal है या बाबू सिगरेट थोड़ी पीते भाई, क्या बात कर रहे हो? कार्लसन ब्लंडर, क्या बात कर रहे हो यार ऐसे उम्मीद मत दो यार, मैं दिल ना तोड़ो यार. कम ऑन चैट, दिल ना तोड़ो यार. I mean, मेरी एक्स ने भी तोड़ा, तुम भी तोड़ोगे क्या? कम ऑन चैट. Adiban Sutta coffee. MVL is not winning by 95. Just take, dude. Free pawn. Okay, not free pawn, but still, I can just take. I think it's just take. Do I take here? Even this looks fine because if I play bishop h6, I can just play queen f6 back, and black is somehow better. ये दोनों pawn अकेले तन्हा लग रहे हैं. And Vishy plays bishop to d2. Wow, that's a very interesting move, chat. Can you let me know what is the idea of bishop to d2? I am not sure, but I have something in mind. I don't know if that's the idea though. It doesn't look like it. I think the idea is just to exchange rooks, probably play knight to e5. But long term, if the knight doesn't come to f4, you could also play like c4, d5 and bishop c3. This is also a possibility later on. For now, the knight is coming to f4, so you can't do it. But it is possible. Chat, do like the stream. Let's get to 1k likes. And if you're here for the first time, do subscribe to the channel, guys. Let's go. Carlsen game देखते भाई. c4. Yeah, c4 is the plan, I feel indeed. Also, bishop b4 can be a plan. ताकि वो मारे तो हम pawn से मारे, हमारे pawn center में आ जाए. But I think यहाँ पे knight to g6 is a very good move for black. Simply preventing the bishop from being moved. That would be a very good move, equalizing immediately. Carlsen down to 44. अरे भाई Carlsen का time देखो. It's insane. Dude, Carlsen का time देखो यार. He might just lose on the clock today. Come on. MVL, let's go. MVL. Neil Mukesh. MVL. जो भी है भाई. Neil Nitin Mukesh OP भाई. Yes, Carlsen, yeah, but he is very low on time. I don't think time flows slowly for him. Unless Anisha is mad. I'm sorry, Anisha, but we need Carlsen to draw or lose ताकि विशी के जीतने के चांस बढ़े यार. We can't do much. MPL नहीं भाई. MPL नहीं है भाई. ममेदयारोव का स्टाइल देख के लगता सही है कि बेस्ट रूल्स खेलेगा पर खेल देता है. Yeah, but he blundered man against Carlsen. So if you put him here under pressure, it is possible. असली मसाले सच MDH. ये ज्यादा किया करो. ये क्या है भाई? अपने अदरक की चाय पी बिना दूध वाली. Oh my God, इतनी हिंदी. Parag is playing Norway Chess. अच्छा हाँ, वो खेल रहा है 2-2. It's very hard for Vishy to play in classical, no? It's not hard, chat. I mean, it is hard. It is possible though, right? This is not a drawn position because this is an imbalance. अगर ये pawn यहाँ होता ना chat, अगर ये pawn यहाँ होता, I would probably say it's a draw already. With this pawn here, it's not guaranteed. He was a badass indeed. इक्वलेंस ऐसे भाई, ऐसे पैसे टैसे छोड़ो यार, ये नहीं चाहिए हमें। हम बोर्ड देखते हैं भाई, हम देखते हैं सामने कौन बैठा है, सिग्मा विशी। सुसु निकला था ओपन का, कई बार पता तुम्हें? MVL goes ahead. I know draw is fine, but even if MVL goes ahead, he goes to 14.5. But we can also go to 14.5 even if we win the Armageddon. Unpopular opinion, I just can't wish for Carlsen to lose even if she. That's my hero. Arey, thanks for subscribe, bhai. I do agree with you. I can settle for a draw for Magnus and a win for Vishy because Carlsen will go to probably 15 points and Vishy would go to 16. So let's compromise. Carlsen draw, Vishy win. I can agree to that one. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. Oh my god. We should put Shaq under time pressure and should try to capitalize on it. That is one strategy for sure. But the thing is, the push is so simple, it's hard to imagine anybody falling under time pressure. Yes, compromise is okay. Compromise is okay. I'm not sure about how, वो जो क्या बोलते हैं वो जिनके साथ वो होता है यार, छोड़ो यार, छोड़ो, दिमाग में वर्ड नहीं आ रहा मेरे। पॉन टू G5 यार, अपना किंग नंगा क्यों करना है रे? मतलब अभी कपड़े थोड़े से पहने हैं, क्यों फेंकने कपड़े वे बाहर, क्यों फेंकने रे? ऐसी ब्लैक टू मूव है। मीटर रखो, 2-4 लोग आएंगे, मजा करेंगे भाई, 2-4 लोग तो आएंगे, बट कोल्ड अपना जाए यार अभी। Why Vishy was called the lightning kid? Because he used to play so fast, man, so fast. If Emil wins, he's going to 14.5. वही कह रहा हूँ, we can compromise, Chad. Let's use a compromise. Carlsen draws, Vishy wins. But for that, Vishy has to win right now in this classical match. Is H4 a move for Anand? H4 is too risky. Like, it's too risky. Knight G6, H4 तो possible भी नहीं है, literally. H4, Knight takes H4 and Vishy can resign. He can resign by. Vishy said in an interview that he controls himself, otherwise he would play moves instantly. Yeah, that would mean 5 more extra, Vishy Sigma memes for me. I have not played with Vishy bhai. Arsing 2-1 against India T20 mein. Nice. Rook to A4 for Vishy. Wow. Wow, what a move. I'm impressed, yeah. I mean, rooks can fly, yeah. Nice. कार्लसन ब्रफ कर रहा है, पक्का जीतेगा आज मैग्नस। आज कार्लसन हारने की प्रोबेबिलिटी लग रही है भाई। 38 मिनट चैट, 38 minutes for Carlsen. Carlsen is stuck. Carlsen is stuck indeed. And he has to play. Carlsen has to play 23 moves in 38 minutes. Dude, that's so important. Often the simplest pitches are the most complicated. True. Hurry and with the Drew. So तो नहीं गया, नहीं भाई. Oh, he plays Bishop D3. Wow. What the hell is this move? Chat, MVL is better now after B4. MVL is better after the move B4 now. Oh my god, even better after C takes D4. Bishop D3 is the inaccuracy by Carlsen. So I think MVL putting on the pressure. Carlsen has no time pressure ever. He has, dude. He has. And he will crumble in time pressure just like everybody else. He's human. Let's go to the Anand game now. Step Carlsen. Prudence slip indeed. हो जाता है आगे बार यार. I mean, I watch a lot of literature on the website, some very, very technical hubs. Sometimes it can happen. Is Bishop D3 more drawable though? Bishop D3. I don't know if Carlsen wants to draw, by the way. I mean, if Carlsen wants to draw, he can offer it. I think MVL is now better. And the best part is even CD4 is okay for him. That's the most obvious move here. So he doesn't have to think much. Brief look at Anish's game. Still better. Probably a crazy move like C4 here for Anish. And if you capture with the pawn, I can capture back because the pawn is pinned. And Anish is better still. Yeah, London system is OP bhai. Kya opening hai London yaar. Objectively, Carlsen, my god is Vishy indeed. Carlsen losing. But objectively, Carlsen with Kasparov and Fischer. Indeed. Kasparov can still argue, but Fischer, I think, of course. आपने मैट्रिमोनियल साइट पर प्रोफाइल बनाई नहीं यार? मैं सोच रहा हूँ ओनली फैंस से बना लूंगा। आई थिंक शादी में कुछ नहीं रखा यार। कार्लसन नहीं, कर्ली सन है ये। ओके, Why is there no trash talking in chess? I think it will make the sport more enjoyable and fun for neutrals. It will, but when they talk, you can't talk during a chess game because you basically are calculating. So when will you trash talk? Before the game क्या? Like games में जाए आज तेरी हम 9-2-11 कर देंगे. दूसरा बंदा is like अबे तेरा कच्चा तो मेरे घर पे पड़ा है तेरी बीवी का. Something like you can't talk this stuff before the game because otherwise फिर 4 घंटे सीधा straight ही बैठना है ना. Imagine कर thinking यार rook to e4, knight to d4, c to d4, अब वो कुछ गालियां दे रहा है. So it's not possible. Maxi Box, MVL choke step का ये क्या है भाई? अनीशा का ट्विटर देखा है? अनीश का ट्विटर है, but that's before the game, right? Not during the game. Before the game, you can. That was that trash talk? I don't know, मतलब it could be. ये देखो मैंने बात करी कच्चे की और Mr. Naked HD आ गए, so it did work for someone. Saldu can easily beat Magnus Carlsen beta. What's your opinion on Vidit? How can he break the current barrier? I think time trouble है उसका issue. I think time management is the main issue. That's the main issue. What is happening, bro? Bro, something very happening is happening, bro. Vishy Anand is playing, bro. He's better, bro. But still, more, it's not clear. His king is a bit weak, bro. And on the other, Carlsen is losing, bro. So I think it's going to be very interesting, bro. Let's go, bro. Pawn G5 Anand is not the best move. It's black to play. Why do players write the move? Any story behind that? Story to have because you have to claim draws sometimes. That's the main story. And earlier you could not really feed moon to chess base, so that's why. QTTQ, thanks Mr. Ghost Anonymous. I am cute. एंड वीडी हरी का क्या हुआ भाई? वीडी हरी प्राग में भाई घूमने गए यार. वीडी हरी का ड्रॉ हुआ यार. सीधा कॉर्नर लेवल ट्रैश टॉक पे पहुंच गए. Oh my god. I got your wife's panties in my room, man. Imagine talking that stuff while during a chess game. Doesn't sound normal. It doesn't sound normal. What happened to Magnus game? चल रही है भाई. Game चल रही है. It's still going on and MVL has a huge time lead, like almost 40 minutes, dude. Almost 40 minutes. How do board moves get reflected online? They have sensors on the board. While DT would have sensors, so वहाँ transfer होता है. India lost against South Africa means that Anand lost against Mamedyarov. ऐसा कुछ नहीं होगा भाई. Is Vishy pushing? India can't defend 212. It doesn't sound normal in any context. No, it sounds normal in some context. I've heard roast like these online. Amuran से collab in OnlyFans कर सकते हैं भाई someday. What's the highlight player you've met? I've met Caruana and Hikaru once. Music was nice. दे दी chat वैसे by the way. Okay भाई Vishy. By the way, very good. मम्मी और सोच भाई और सोच. जल्दबाजी नहीं है भाई. नो जल्दबाजी. आराम सोच. 20 मिनट ले, 30 मिनट ले, 50 मिनट ले, 60 मिनट ले भाई. पूरा टाइम ले भाई. जितना टाइम ले उतना टाइम ले. जितना टाइम कम लेगा उतना चांसेस है ही माइट ब्लंडर लेटर बिकॉज क्लासिकल में चैट दिस पोजीशन इज काइंड ऑफ बैलेंस्ड सो वी नीड एज मेनी मच एज पॉसिबल. जितना वो टाइम अभी लेगा उतना बाद में कम बचेगा. बड़ा मजा आएगा यार. Isn't Magnus winning d4 pawn? He is, but he is also winning the b5 pawn as exactly what happened. Bishop d3, cd4, bishop b5. Now d takes c3, queen takes c3, and then maybe queen to f5. He takes queen c3 and queen to f5, attacking the rook on b1. And MVL will equalize chat. I don't think Carlsen can win this game. If Carlsen plays queen c3, MVL plays queen f5, Carlsen just cannot win this game. That's a very good sign for Vishy. I can assure you after this and this, Carlsen is not winning this in a million years. It's just slightly better for black if possible. At best a draw. So I think let's go to the Anand game. We need Mamedyarov to repeat what he did with Magnus. Yes. MVL a bit better. If knight can exchange both rooks and bishop with knight and knight comes to f4. We can exchange of course. But he plays knight g6. He plays it. I've played Hikaru online 3 times. Don't ask the result though. Vishy is not winning chat, but he has chances, of course. Rook e4 now. Possible. But the thing is, rook e4 ke baad na, it's like black can also play rook e6 maybe. And he can double up rooks himself. It is possible to play rook e4. It is possible. And that might be the idea of bishop d2. Totally possible, yeah. To double up rooks. But you have to also take care of the a3 pawn, yeah. Hari drew. Vishy's next game's opponents are. Only one more round to go. Vishy plays Aryan Tari tomorrow. Carlsen plays Topalov. Both with the black pieces. Hikaru twice in the and then ye kya bhai? Bishop h6, just pawn takes h6 bhai. It doesn't work. Do you know which people on OnlyFans order farts of Amaranth? Yeah, I've seen a video of I think Moist Critical की वीडियो देखी थी मैंने. बहुत कुछ ऑर्डर करते हैं लोग भाई. क्या करें भाई? क्या करें हम लोग अब? दुनिया कहाँ से कहाँ आ गई है भाई. या बेचारे लोग खाना खाने को पैसा नहीं है और लोग क्या क्या ऑर्डर कर रहे हैं भाई. क्या ही बोलूं मैं. No judgment, but still, man, paying I think $1,000 na price as far as I remember. Oh my god! Thanks Sagar for this channel. Okay, I don't know what to comprehend there. G5 is too risky, man, to open a pick. Not really. Queen G6 loses a queen. Wesley won an okay, Wesley saw have won against apparently won against Topalov. Let me have a brief look at that game. He's still playing, dude. The game is not over. आपने मैंने नहीं भाई, चार्ली की वीडियो देखी थी मैंने. हाँ, चार्ली की. He mentioned कि he ordered it. उसने ऑर्डर किया था भाई $1,000 का. तो मैंने वो वीडियो देखी थी. Chat, do like the stream. Let's get to 1K likes जल्दी से. And if you're here for the first time, there's a subscribe button in front of you. Do subscribe and make a part of family. Let's go. आओ. कार्लसन दिखाओ. Let's go to कार्लसन. क्या कर रहा है कार्लसन अपना लौंडा? सख्त लौंडा सोच रहा है भाई क्वीन C3 मारूं कि ना मारूं. But मारना ही पड़ेगा. He could also take on A4 by the way. But I'll take on E5 then. So then C3 pawn is kind of going to stay on the board for a long while. So not sure if that is also good in Carlsen's favor. भाई फुटबॉल वर्जन फॉलो करोगे क्या? आई एम नॉट श्योर यार. लेट्स सी टाइम मैनेजमेंट कैसे इंप्रूव करे भाई. टू प्रिपेयर ओपनिंग्स एंड सॉल्व टैक्टिक्स. बी स्टार्ट में है क्या? क्या अपडेट है? विद का ड्रॉ बी स्टार्ट भाई. व्हाट्स द बेस्ट मूव व्हिच इंजरीज कम फॉर विशी? आई थिंक यहाँ पे द बेस्ट मूव इज pretty interesting. Chat, can you? So if I was white here, I would consider moves like rook e4 for sure. I would also consider a4 for sure. But a4 to wait, a4 में क्या चक्कर है? I missed something. Oh, holy fuck! Oh my god! Chat, can you find the move for black here? Oh my god, Vishy blundered! He blundered! Vishy blundered. Oh my god, can you find the move for black? Vishy completely missed the threat. I also missed it. Oh my god, it's queen f3. It's queen f3. He missed it. He missed it. Oh my god, no. Oh my god, even I missed it. Same for a4. Queen f3. I think queen f3 is a threat again. Queen f3, knight h4 check and you lose a piece. Oh my god, he blundered. No, it's mate. It's mate. He blundered mate in 2. Queen f3. King f3. Knight h4 is mate. What a mate by Mamedyarov. What a trap. What a trap by Mamedyarov. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, Mamedyarov, please don't find it. Please don't find it. Chat, queen takes f3 is game over. How did he miss it? Yeah, I missed it for a second, but I am by so how did Vishy miss it? What a mate by Mamedyarov. That's why G4 was risky, chat. What a mate. Bishop and knight. Queen takes f3, queen sacrifice, and knight h4. Oh my god. It's over. मैंने नहीं किया chat. Vishy has played it. The bar has gone down. It's over. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is insane. Such disappointment for Vishy. Oh my god. This is so sad. This is so sad. It's not a virtual duel. I think Carlsen has to lose now. Then he will have chances tomorrow. But Carlsen has to lose now, chat. He has to lose it. He has so much time. यार 1 घंटा था यार. Queen to b5. Crap. That is so sad, man. That is so sad. Restart कह रहा है कोई बंदा. Chat, let's wait for the final move. And in fact, the result is showing 0-1 for me. The chat, I think Vishy resigned. Did he wait for Mamedyarov move though? Yeah, it looks unbelievable. I have to agree. He already resigned, chat. He resigned. But he should have waited for Mamedyarov to find it. No, he should have waited, man. He resigned immediately. क्या पता ना निकालता यार Mamedyarov. It's not always possible, right? He didn't wait for Mamedyarov. अरे यार, that is so sad. That is so sad. India lost South Africa. India lost. अरे यार, that is so sad, man. मूड ही खराब हो गया अरे. अरे यार, that is so sad, man. He found it क्या? अरे यार. Disappointment, man. Queen takes f3. What a move. King takes knight h4 is checkmate in a very weird way. The king has no square to go to. Everything is controlled. And this is just lost. Arey yaar, what a blunder. Now there's no chance of winning tournament. Wait, what did... Prakhar, dekh bhai, queen f3 is what he missed. Queen f3. King f3, knight h4 mate. What a tactic, dude. What a tactic. Chat, streaming like kar do bhai. 1k likes kar do yaar. And if you're here for the first time, do subscribe. And hope that Carlsen loses today. I think that's the only hope remaining for us. Carlsen has to lose. Shaq has already found it by Vishy resigned even before Shaq could play. He has resigned it. And now our only hope is Carlsen resigning, chat. Only hope Carlsen has to lose. What a tactic, dude. Queen f3, king f3, knight h4, checkmate. If the king does not take, then the king has to come back. Then the knight comes to h4 and it's also mate very soon. So that's just a piece down with the king completely bare. So, kya tactic thi bhai? He just blundered in one move. Ek move mein queen f5 here was equal. Queen f5 was the equal move. Queen takes, pawn takes, 97 and f6. Pawn takes and then bishop h6 and Vishy is still slightly better. Crap, man. What a blunder, man. What a blunder. Just heartbreaking, man. Just heartbreaking because... just heartbreaking. अरे यार दिल टूट गया यार. Queen cuts f3. That was a crazy melting pattern. Crazy, man. I don't know, man. Like, I just feel so sad because it's so close and now Carlsen has to lose. That's the only hope. Carlsen has to lose. Carlsen has to lose. Carlsen has to absolutely lose by. This is so disappointing. I know, dude. I know. Shaq goes to 14.5 with this. Oh my god. Shaq is the one leading now. What a tactic. Vishy for vlogs. There is one more round to go. Yeah, there's one more round to go. And now Carlsen's game becomes very important. Come on, yaar. Maxime. Hara de, yaar. Tune jinx kiya kuch bhi. I mean, I don't know what to say, Chad. I don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say now because this is so sad. And what I can say is, Chad, I mean... कल विशी को खाना खा के ये क्या है भाई Carlsen will win. Chess is so brutal. You can do everything right in a tournament and then one mistake. Exactly. That's why chess is brutal, भाई. कल विशी को खाना पकाया ये क्या है भाई. सागर ने जिंक्स किया. Kunha looks natural. He said on stream. Really? अरे नहीं यार. Commentators cannot jinx by. And it makes sense. Kunha does look natural there. But जो भी है now Vishy is completely lost, chat. Lost क्या? He lost the game. Chat, let's calculate how can Vishy have any chance. ठीक है? Let's look at the pairings for tomorrow and let's look at the pairings for today and try to see can Vishy win. Let's figure out a plan. ठीक है? Let's see if it's possible. First of all, it's 13.5, 13 for Vishy. Wesley So I think has drawn against Topalov. Wesley So lost to Topalov. That's a good sign. Wesley So lost to Topalov, so Wesley So will stay on 11. So only top 4 player hai. ठीक है? So Vishy is guaranteed a top 4 spot. Now let's see. Mamedyarov 14.5, that's fixed. Carlsen against MVL. If Carlsen wins, he's the winner. That is for sure. But imagine karo if Carlsen draws. Okay? I think draw looks like the most likely result here. It's completely equal. So Carlsen draws. and let's say wins in the tie breaks because he will have the white pieces, right? So Carlsen will gain 1.5 points. He will go to 15 points, and Vesher-Lagrave will gain 1 point to 12.5. So MVL is still behind Anand sir, okay? So 12.5, 13, then 14.5, and then 15. Okay? If Vishy wins tomorrow the classical match against Tari, which is kind of likely to happen, it is possible, of course, he's lowest seed. He will go to 16 then. So imagine Vishy on 16, MVL on 12.5. He cannot catch up with Vishy because he 3 points, 15.5. So only Mamedyarov and Carlsen can. Let's look at who are they playing tomorrow. Mamedyarov is playing Radjabov, and he will be on 14.5, 16. So what you need is, if Mamedyarov does not win in classical against Radjabov, which is going to happen by, he will not win the classical, very unlikely. He will go to 15.5, 16. So Vishy will be kind of tied or ahead of Mamedyarov. Solved. Then what you want is Carlsen will be on 15. Carlsen has to either lose in the classical or go to tiebreak and lose. So basically, Mamedyarov Shak will draw most likely. So Carlsen has to either lose tomorrow or go into the tiebreak and lose. So then Vishy has to win a classical chess. Classically. That is the only way he can win this tournament. It's still possible. It's not too far-fetched. But Carlsen से help चाहिए. Carlsen भाई, come on यार. थोड़ी मदद कर दो यार Carlsen भाई, come on. I think Mamedyarov ने टूर्नामेंट स्पॉइल कर दिया. पहले Carlsen से हारा फ्री में. फ्री पॉइंट दिया Carlsen को और अब आज विशी को हरा दिया भाई सिंपल टैक्टिक से. प्रैक्टिकली इम्पॉसिबल नहीं है. तुम खुद देखो यार. Mamedyarov will not defeat Radjabov in the classical chess match. It's very unlikely. They're from the same country. They will draw most likely and play the Armageddon match, right? So Mamedyarov cannot catch up with Vishy if Vishy wins tomorrow the classical match. That's done. Maxime, if he draws tomorrow, stays behind Vishy for sure. So khali Carlsen bachega. And if Vishy wins the classical, Carlsen has to win in the classical or win in the tiebreaks. And he will have the black pieces. So it's possible to lose Topalov by... Now only Topalov is our hope. Topalov is our hope only, भाई. Topalov बचाएंगे यार अगर चाह सकते तो. It's possible, but like 20% chances. Yeah, I agree. Even less than 20%, probably 10% chances. But Topalov से उम्मीद करनी पड़ेगी भाई अब Topalov से. By the way, Topalov in form, yeah, defeated Wesley today. Come on, Topalov भाई, let's go tomorrow. Topalov भाई यार कल भी जीता था Carlsen से यार, please. What a blunder, dude. Queen F3, King F3 and Knight H4. Oh my God. Carlsen को खिला दो कुछ. Carlsen को क्या खिलाएं यार? नहीं यार. He can defeat Carlsen in the Armageddon, no? That is classical unlikely. Topalov former 2830. Yeah, he's the former world champion, man. Topalov ने Armageddon में हराया, but even if Topalov defeats Carlsen tomorrow in the Armageddon, that's good enough for us. That's good enough, chat. That is good enough. Just good enough by a whisker. Also, chat, by the way, अगर MVL ने Carlsen को टाई ब्रेक्स में हरा दिया तो और चांसेस बढ़ जाएंगे. So we are assuming कि Carlsen will defeat MVL in the tie breaks. वो ध्यान रखना. हम assume कर रहे हैं उसको. That's not guaranteed to happen. तो ये देख लेना भाई. तो Carlsen might have lower points. Prax इसमें both drew भाई. Vidita and Hare Krishna. Mamedyarov said he didn't see it. तो मारा क्यों भाई? But he would have seen it eventually. But Vishy sir ने क्यों resign किया? I would have never resigned. I know Vishy sir would resign, of course, and Mamedyarov would find it. But you should not resign. I think he should have played on. But ठीक है भाई. Vishy has his own opinion, and of course it's correct. Why Raja rating lost Mamedyarov twice and now 14th? Because he lost some rating points. No. Carlsen can lose too. It's less time. Exactly. And chat, Carlsen can lose here. He has very little time on the clock. If Carlsen loses, then to I don't know what the hell is happening tomorrow. फिर तो दोबारा calculation करनी पड़ेगी. He's just too much of a gentleman. Yeah, but I mean, he did defeat Topalov on the clock, so I think it kind of makes sense to play on here as well. I don't think he lost 9 rating points. Not really. I don't think so. He would have lost like 5 rating points, yeah. Let me confirm this. Shah just thought he thought Queen was the best move. अरे यार Vishy sir क्यों resign किया? Vishy sir क्यों resign किया यार? I mean, he's 2757 by. He's world number 12 still. I'm kind of curious, by the way. I'm kind of curious. Would you resign if you saw Queen takes F3? Vishy is a gentleman, but I would. नहीं ये कोई ट्वीट डालेंगे तो भाई फिर लोग मुझे हेट देंगे भाई कि तुम विशी को जज कर रहे हो यार, ये ड्रामेबाजी है. ट्विटर में हर किसी के पास अपना ही ओपिनियन होता है भाई. वीडी शुड रिटायर. बताओ भाई, बेटर प्लेयर विल विन ऐसे कैलकुलेट करने से. ममिता फर्स्ट थॉट ही ऑफ. अच्छा, ममिता को देखा ही नहीं था क्या उसने बिल्कुल भी. अरे यार व्हाई डिड ही क्यों रिजाइन क्यों किया यार. नहीं रिजाइन करना था यार. Maxime and Shaq are going to clinch the win. Totally. Arey, Vishy blundered in one move, yaar. Why did Vishy do this? Vishy nahi ke. He should have waited for Mamedyarov to find it, man. It's not easy. It's not easy to see this. I'm telling you, it's not easy. It's not easy. But he's playing RN Tari tomorrow, Vegeta bhai. Anyway, Vegeta bhai, Goku की बात सुनो यार. Sigma Male बजाओ. आज क्या बजाऊं Sigma Male रे? आज क्या बजाऊं Sigma Male? आज मतलब कोई सैड सॉन्ग बजाना पड़ेगा रे. चंद से टूटे कोई सपना. या आफ्टर रिजाइंड ही सॉ इट, ऑफ कोर्स. वो तो दिखेगा उसके बाद. What is idiotic? It's not idiotic, bhai. It's not idiotic at all. It's not idiotic. I don't think it's idiotic at all. I think it's very human because he has kind of huge self-respect and he wants to. It's not idiotic at all, by the way. Not idiotic. I have to agree. It's not. It makes sense. मैं रोया लोफी. आज सिग्मा मिल का बच गया बाजा. इंडीड दिल तो टूट गया यार. कोई बात नहीं. विशी इज अ जेंटलमैन. आई नो मैन. We can play that video यार. तुझे क्या लगा तू क्या हमें मेट करेगा? We resign. वो यूपीआई वाला कर देना. हाँ मैं चेक कर लूंगा. मुझे याद ला देना यार बाद में. Shaq still thinking why Vishy resigned. नहीं यार. Chad, ये तो draw है यार. Queen takes 8-2. Only MVL can win this. Carlsen is not winning by. Carlsen is definitely not winning this. Either MVL wins or it's a draw. Any chess max fixed? नहीं यार. Chad 1000 like कर दो भाई. And if you're here for the first time, do subscribe by to the channel. Really help us out. He has played thousands of games. I thought Shaq must have seen it. I mean, he's not a visual thinker. I mean, of course Shaq would see it, but we should wait for it, I think. Didn't wish he was overconfident, trusted his move, don't think much. Yeah, possible. I think Queen F3 is easy to miss, man. It's so easy to miss. Queen looks logical, attacking the rook, attacking the pawn, and you also prepare Queen F5. And it looks very natural. But the only thing is Queen F3 and Mehti ho rahi hai basida. If MVL wins, very interesting. So if MVL wins, MVL goes to, let me check how many points he goes to. MVL goes to, let me confirm this. MVL goes to, he goes to 14.5 and Mamedyarov 14.5, Carlsen 13.5. So, assuming Carlsen ka same rehta hai kal ka, oh, then Carlsen ka has to win also tomorrow. Oh, and Carlsen might just draw. And if Carlsen draws tomorrow, he goes to 15 and wins the tiebreak. So imagine karo MVL jeet gaya, then Carlsen wins the tiebreak tomorrow. He goes to 15, or Shaq will draw. He will go to 15 as well. So Carlsen and Shaq will go to 16, right? 16, oh my, no, 16 or 14, 15 and a half, whatever. So Shaq will go to same 16, let's say. Carlsen goes to 15. MVL is on 14 and a half. Who is MVL playing tomorrow? MVL is playing Anish Giri. Oh, so even if he draws and wins the tiebreak, he also goes to 16. Why, there could be a 4-way tie on 16 if MVL wins this game. Don't act like RCB fan. I think if MVL wins today, there might be a 4-way tie on 16 tomorrow. It is possible totally. नहीं यार, सिग्मा मेल का हारने वाले मजा नहीं आएगा यार. Shaq said he would have played rook takes. अरे यार क्या बात कर रहे हो तुम? अरे यार don't break my heart कि Shaq वो खेलता ही नहीं यार. Don't say that. अरे यार Shaq is spoiling my. अरे यार don't say that. Let me do a poll. On Twitter भाई. रुको. I'll do a poll on Twitter. Would Shaq have taken on f3. Yes. No, I don't think I should do this full risky लग रहा है, छोड़ो यार, risky लग रहा है भाई. Overacting -50. Classical जीतना थोड़ा tough तो है यार. Of course, we're assuming he will win against Aryan Tari, which is possible though. Sigma Minjao, I just saw the interview, he admitted it. Yeah, but he might have found it later though. This proves Anand's resigning was dumb. At least wait for him to make the. Yeah, but I think it's like you make a blunder. You are like, shit, how did I play this? I should resign. It's like you feel stupid at that moment, and you want to just end the game. But I do understand your point. Stupid bowler is too much. But I think I do understand he should have probably played on. Even I agree, should have played on. आज इतना गुस्सा है क्या बताएं, but he should have played it for sure. Yeah, man. I mean, if you sit blankly, if you don't give your opponent any suggestions, maybe he takes on e1. Who the hell knows? He will take on e1, rook takes e1, and suddenly you are absolutely fine. Now there is no mate because queen f3, king f3, knight f3 check. I have king to e2, and there is no rook on e8. So he could have missed it. Shag joined the group of Duda and Rapport. अरे यार कितने मजे लेंगे यार Shag Duda Rapport हमारे. Shaq would have found the move 5. See, Shaq would have found the move if he had thought in the position for like 5 minutes. He would have surely found it. But would he have thought for 5 minutes? Because sometimes you play on autopilot, yeah? Because you see the rook is hanging, I have to capture, let me take on e1 quickly. He might not have thought for that much time. Carlsen got time, chat. Carlsen has to play 19 moves in 21 minutes. It's not easy for Carlsen. Carlsen can lose as well, although the position is kind of symmetrical now with pawns on one side of the board. It's still very little time on the clock for Carlsen. आज तो दिन ही खराब है ना, आज दिन ही खराब है भाई. Come on यार तथागत भाई, I don't think that's true. I don't think that happened last year as well. मैं रोया विशी को हारते देख के. अरे यार second third prize भी होगा of course, but position is simple ना. Yeah, this is simple. That's why I don't think it's going to be a huge problem for Carlsen. Many proved to be Mami proved to be difference. Mami ने पहले Carlsen से भी हारा, and then he already beat Anand sir. So it's like he was the problem there. I think with it Vishy will play in Olympiad. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. Worst day of the year. Oh my god, ये तो ज़्यादा हो गया यार. Today disappointment. India's SN Vishy lost. Are you sad? Yeah, man, I am. बड़े बड़े चेस मैच में ऐसी बड़ी बड़ी बातें होती रहती हैं. Carlsen will win. निहाल के में भी थोड़ी देर देखेंगे यार. I think I want to see Carlsen game right now. This is very important by because if Carlsen wins, it's over. If Carlsen wins, Chad, it is over. It is pretty much over. Vishy can't catch up. There are other players like Anish on seeing the blunder by Vishy, which was just discussed with Vishy. Yeah, but still, Parth, yeah, I would have. Yeah, I understand it's very difficult, but I would have waited in that situation. Maybe I'm wrong here, but I would have. He said he looks for sacrifices every move. So he said he would have found it in 2-3 minutes. Yeah, he would have found it. 99% have found it. Yeah, 99% he would have found it anyway. Ban Mami, nahi. We should have taken full points in earlier games. Man, but he played really well regardless. I think Carlsen was a bit lucky with Mamedyarov's game. Isn't Magnus a fast playing player? He is, but he's very low. Carlsen has to play 19 moves in 19 minutes, chat, without any increment. It looks difficult for Carlsen now. Even if Carlsen draws, it's over. Is it though? How is it over then? I don't think it's over, right? In that case, I don't think so it's over. Because if Carlsen wins, he goes to 14.5 or 15 points, which is not over just yet. Because Carlsen have to win tomorrow as well. Shaq wasn't even on the table and he resigned. Arey yaar. He wouldn't be able to play on knowing him. No, I mean, the thing is, you should wait for it though. Because if it's a simple tactic, right, you resign. Of course, simple tactic, resign. But Queen F3 is not a simple tactic at all. And I would have waited. I can't tell Vishy sir what to do, but I would have waited. मैं अपना बताता हूँ यार. It hurts more than breakup. अरे यार. Is it like... it is like caught on slip of a nick of the bat and waiting for the third umpire to give decision. Yeah, so basically sometimes let's say you're playing cricket and you hit the ball but the umpire is not sure. So do you basically walk? Like it's the same question, right? Have you seen the Vishy video blunder made him against Chucky and Chucky missed it? Yeah, I know. Yeah, so Vishy did not resign then, no. Like when he played against Chucky, he did not resign that position. So why did he? I don't know, man. I don't know. Shaq said in an interview he thought Queen 5 was the best move for White. He didn't know why he should resign. Looked at chess. अरे really chess video tweet किया क्या? क्या बात कर रहे हो? क्या बात कर रहे हो, क्या बात कर, ट्वीट किया गया, लेट मी चेक चार्जेस। ओ भाई भाई भाई, वुड शैक हैव प्लेड, डाल ही देते हैं भाई। क्वीन कर्स F3, पोल डाल देते हैं भाई, पोल डालते हैं ट्विटर में, मजा आएगा यार। यस नो, लेट मी राइट फॉर 1 hour, आई डोंट नो। कोई गाली देगा भी तो क्या फर्क पड़ता है यार, गाली खाने के आया तो भी। MVL better, he is better chat, but he's not much better. It still looks more like a draw. Anand game is over, Akshit bhai. It's already over, dude. It's already over. Sad heartbreak for all of us, man. Like, is this clearly this heartbreak, man? Clearly heartbreak. Clearly heartbreak. जा देने के लिए अच्छा है, ऐसा होगा तो वैसा होगा, दिलासा की बात नहीं है यार। आई थिंक कि मतलब वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट एनी चांस। फॉर एग्जांपल, इफ कार्लसन विंस इट्स ओवर, राइट? इफ कार्लसन विंस इट्स ओवर, सो वी हैव टू बी प्रैक्टिकल हियर। अनीश लॉस्ट, क्या बात कर रहे हो तुम? अनीश प्लेइंग लंडन सिस्टम भाई, अनीश विल विन, ही इज प्लेइंग लंडन भाई, अनीश विल विन। लंडन इज द फोर्स्ट विन, एज आई मेंशन्ड। लेट्स गो टू द कार्लसन गेम। कार्लसन विल विन टाई ब्रेक, ही हैज व्हाइट। Yeah, but he should not win the classical. If Carlsen wins the tie break, Vishy still has a chance. But we need some results to go our way. लगता है विशी ने अपने के पैर पर कुल्हाड़ी मारी है, या वो तो क्वीन का खेल के ही मार दी ना यार, वो तो क्वीन का खेल के ही मार दी ना। शार्क शुड ऑफर रीमैच। ऐसे दुनिया काम नहीं करती भाई, यू टेक द पॉइंट्स यू गेट। या शार्क डिफीटेड VD एंड विशी इन बोथ शार्क वाज ब्लैक एंड नाउ he won because of one move. क्या ही coincidence है। That's true man. कार्लसन भाई इस खेल के बेस्ट मूव है। कितने मूव्स हुए हैं MK भाई? Chat, Carlsen has to play 18 moves in 18 minutes. Not easy for Carlsen, by the way. Cook off वाला वीडियो लास्ट का था, कौन स्पैम कर रहा था? हाँ, मुझे लगा लास्ट का था वो। Vishy realized the moment he played Queen 5, he resigned when Mamedyarov came to the board and he didn't understand what was happening. Yeah, but the thing is, Mamedyarov की क्या रैंक है अब? I think he's ranked first right now. मैग्नस और विशी दोनों एक ही दिन हारते हैं, पिछली बार ही दोनों एक ही दिन नॉर्वे में हारे थे। Yeah, but I think they also played each other. Isn't Carlsen Vishy जीते थे? It's not always true. बस विशी रोए नहीं वीडी। अरे ये क्या है यार? I mean, it's like, it's a very different, very interesting question. I mean, should you probably resign in that position? It's a very different question, but honestly, I think Shaq would have played Queen F3 in 99% cases. But should you resign? I'm not sure. हारने के बाद कार्लसन का मुंह देखना। अरे यार, does With have a match tomorrow? Yes. Aren't defeated Magnus also? Yeah, so Carlsen not in the best of forms, right? So it's possible he might just lose and Vishy might get another chance. Who knows? एक बंदा ना, मैंने एक पोस्ट डाला था, who will win Norway Chess, ठीक है? Last 3 rounds बचे हैं, who will win? एक बंदा कितना क्लेवर है, अब कमेंट किया उस पे, विशी कैनॉट विन। आई एम एब्सोल्युटली श्योर विशी कैनॉट विन। आई एम कह रहा हूं, अब जाके ये कमेंट कर रहा है भाई, 2 दिन पहले का पोस्ट है। If Vishy found a mistake instantly, then it would not take much longer. Satyajit bhai, what happens is, sometimes when you see such a move, right, you have also seen Queen 5 on the last move, right? So that means कि you might just come back, sit on the board and quickly capture an E1 without thinking for long. It just happens automatically sometimes when there's an obvious move. Because what do you play here? You probably only can play C6 or rook takes E1. Everything else loses, right? So that's why I think he would probably, it is possible he would have taken on E1. Check reply latest. किसका tweet भाई? किसका tweet? Yeah, his first instinct was rook takes. Exactly my point. So you might just capture. So it's all psychological play and depends on it's luck basically. In like 95 or 99 100 out of 100 games he would capture on F3, but in 1 to 5 games he might not. So it might be one of those games, right? We should not be sad. Honestly, we should not be sad. Second is pretty awesome, but we still have hope for first as long as Carlsen does not win. So Carlsen भाई, come on भाई. आज एक गेम हार ही जाओ बस. एक गेम हार ही जाओ भाई, मजे कर दो यार। तो मजा आ जाए भाई। ओ भाई रुको, ये 95 आ गया यार। So a lot of trades in the position now. So queen takes c8, queen takes a1. Bhai sahab, MVL is a pawn up now. Vishy के 13 point है, Carlsen is 13 and a half, and MVL is 14. Mamedyarov is 14 and a half now. Vishy ran instantly. Yeah, man. Tikkubai, is there any move that could save an answer? No, bhai. Once queen f3, it's over. Oh, he takes the queen. Now rook takes c3. Chat, MVL is a pawn up in the endgame. This still looks like a draw to me, but MVL is the only one who can win. How costly are Vishy accepting draw against Wesley? Very costly now, but we can't go back and change the past. Shaq wasn't on the seat even when he came back. He didn't even sit and Vishy resigned. Yeah, but I would have played on. I have to say I would have played on. It's great sportsmanship. I totally agree, Sujibari. But I think sitting on the board and not resigning, it's not bad sportsmanship. Because if you did not see it, there's a possibility your opponent might not, right? So it's just kind of pure luck. So I would have definitely not, even if I'd seen it, I would not resign in a million years. ये रिकैप मुझसे ना हो पाएगा यार. नो ऑफेंस महेश भाई, बट ये रिकैप मुझसे ना हो पाएगा. फाइनल 2 मूव मैं देख नहीं पाऊंगा यार. अगले सीओपी के न्यूज अभी तो नहीं है यार. I know Vamshi bhai was discussing this position, but still, like, you have to control your emotions there and some probably just play on. Yeah, queens are the word safe, kind of saves Carlsen here a little bit because he can play fast now. But black is a pawn up, and if he can start pushing these pawns like crazy to e4 with a knight on e5, it's definitely possible that Emil can put some pressure at least. Although white has 2 bishops, so probably should be okay. Because your enemy is a GM. I don't think that's the reason. I think the reason is because his opponent is a super GM. That's the main reason, not because he's a GM. But I imagine Carlsen. Yeah, question for you: if Carlsen was in this position, would he resign or not? Yes or no? Come on, chat. If Carlsen had played Queen B5, would he resign? Yes or no? How costly is Vishy accepting draw against Vishy? A little bit. So I don't think Carlsen would resign, right? He would not resign. He would not resign. So he would wait for the opponent, and once opponent plays Queen F3, he would resign. So I think Vishy was in his right to kind of not resign here, and he should have probably waited. Carlsen would never resign this position. Never he would resign. We know Carlsen would never resign. He has no sympathy for his opponents there on the board, and he would totally wait until his opponent captures on F3, and then he would resign. So there was total logic in playing on. But there was logic in resigning of it. So it's kind of 50-50. Yeah? It's hard to say which is best. Hate me. All तुम समझ नहीं रहे यार. I'm not saying कि Vishy did something wrong. I'm saying it's not wrong either to just play on. मतलब दोनों ठीक है. दोनों are possible. You can play on or you cannot play on. Both are fine. मतलब ये नहीं होना चाहिए कि यार किसको ये नहीं होना चाहिए कि मतलब कि यार it is sportsmanship to resign. It's not sportsmanship to not resign also. वो मैं कह रहा हूँ बस. फीडी का ड्रॉ गया यार. I don't think Vishy did his sportsmanship. Chess are waiting. No, I think both are fine. You can resign or not resign. It's up to you. Both are absolutely fine. There's no correct answer here. ऐसा ना हो कि मतलब लोग बोले कि जो resign नहीं करता वो sportsman नहीं है. You can totally not resign because this is not an easy move to find. If he had played, for example, let's say queen to g6, of course you would resign. But queen b5 is not easy, man. This is not easy. Even I personally played a4, and it's the same tactic. Imagine queen takes f3, and if king takes its mate. And if you play queen takes, knight h4 check, and the king cannot defend the queen, and the knight takes the queen, so you have piece up now. Even a4 would have lost. That's the crazy idea. So this is such a strong tactic here, and this is even more difficult to spot now. Yeah, he was angry with himself. Exactly my point, right? So what I'm saying is both are possible. You can resign or not resign, up to you. Nothing to judge there for either decision. Like if Carlsen does not resign in such a situation, it's also fine. I mean, yeah. The thing is, we wanted him to win, right? And we would love to know if Mamedyarov would have found it. Now we don't know. I know special Jackson might have changed, but he was not at the board, right? अभी कोई आके ब्रैग नहीं करेगा, कोई लमाओ ब्रैग किस बारे में भाई? Queen F5, he missed. It happens, dude. It happens. Can't checker offer that payback. That's not sportsmanship, bhai. No, if you blunder, you lose. That's not sportsmanship कि तुम वापस ले लो भाई ब्लंडर को. See Carlsen time, yeah, 16 minutes. I know, I'm following it. Can Shaq win turn and Magnus lose today? Yes, he can. Vishy shows class. I have to say, Vishy is a gentleman, and he proves his point indeed. Was there any defense? No defense by queen b5, queen f3, loses a piece. If you don't take, the knight h4 is incoming, and it's just a piece down with mating ideas. If you take it, it's knight h4 checkmate. What a mate on the board. Never seen this pattern before. What a crazy pattern. And that's why Shaq did not see it so quickly. Vishy will lose. He already lost today. Wasn't there a game in VC with Magnus and Vishy where Magnus blundered but Vishy didn't find? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So there was a game in the World Championship 2014, I think, where Carlsen blundered. There was a game, not such a huge blunder, but Carlsen blundered, and he did not resign. He waited for it. Like when ये video देखना, ठीक है? So Carlsen is playing Vishy, and Carlsen blunders. He's losing 1 or 2 pawns now, and Carlsen पूरा freeze हो गया भाई. पूरा freeze हो गया. He's not giving any expressions. Only his hands have a pen in hand. He has a pen in hand. कहाँ गया मेरा pen भाई? Imagine करो यार, ये cell जो है ये pen है. He's moving his hands like this on the table. हल्का सा nervousness. You know, he's very nervous कि भाई गया game गया. And Vishy ने miss कर दिया. And then suddenly he was like, oh बच गए भाई. उसका पूरा reaction देखने लायक था. ये video net पे है भाई, देखना, बहुत crazy video है. I can show you this if you want. देखनी है क्या video? I can show you this. Let me find it out. I'll show you this on the stream. बहुत crazy video थी ये. रुको. I'll show you this. Carlsen blunder, Vishy World Championship A4 था, I think, move, if I remember correctly. Not this one. कहाँ गया यार वो? दिख नहीं रहा मुझे अभी. World Champ 2014 है ना, रुको. World Chess Championship 2014. नहीं यार, दिख नहीं रहा है मुझे. I don't know where it is. कोई किसी को लिंक मुझे बताना यार. If somebody finds the link, do let me know. हाँ, चेस इंडिया की नहीं है वो वीडियो, उनकी नहीं है. Can't shake off it draw. नहीं यार, ऐसे नहीं होता यार. कोई मॉड लिंक ढूंढ दो यार प्लीज. लेट मी नो द लिंक. हाउ टू कीप पोकर फेस विदाउट लर्निंग. हाउ डू यू डू इट? यू कैन डू इट एक्चुअली. यू कैन डू इट. सीबीआई की वीडियो नहीं है वो, दूसरी है. Shaq looked confused when he came out. So that's whether we show off. Exactly. 2013 है क्या? No, it was 14. I think it was 14. It was 14. By the way, MVL is still a pawn down, Chad. Do you think he can win this? I'm not sure. I'm not sure he can win this. Yeah, though it's very difficult. But Shaq was going to play that move I saw on the live stream. 2013 again. Let me try again. 2013 में try करता हूँ यार. I want to find that video. रुको. A4 2013. रुको. या ब्लंडर में ना वो वाला ब्लंडर आ रहा है यार. लाइक मतलब जो उन्होंने वो ब्लंडर किया था. A4 वाला नहीं आ रहा है. Somebody find that link and let me know यार. Yeah, 14 ही था मुझे लग रहा है. Vishy has played great chess, man. He has played great chess. Even if he comes second or third, whatever it is, he would have played some amazing chess. Anisha ने कोई लिंक भेजा. Let me check if this is the link. ये लिंक यार ढंग से खुल क्यों नहीं रहा यार? क्रिएटर स्टूडियो में खुल रहा है. रुको. Anisha, let me open this link on my phone and see if I can open it. The psychology of double blunders. क्या यही है क्या वीडियो पक्का? हाँ. ये. Good, Anisha. Thanks. रुको. I'll show you the video, chat. I have the video. Nice. Anisha is very fast. रुको. I'll show you the video, chat. So I'm using a Chess 24 video. They have put up a video on this. Let me show you the video, chat. पहले यार देखना है, बताओ. देखना कुछ गलत क्या है भाई? रिक्रोल तो नहीं कर रहे यार. स्किप ऐड भाई, जल्दी करो ना. हाँ चल, देखो.
Position is better, but it's not so easy to win. But I have all the time in the world, and I'm not like in any danger of losing my advantage. But I was trying to.
बेसिकली मतलब वो खुद ही बता रहा है, आई थिंक ही इज टेलिंग हिमसेल्फ या व्हाट हैपेंड रियली. सो लेट्स हैव अ लुक भाई, लेट्स हैव अ लुक. क्या बोल रहा है?
Find the most accurate way to play, and so I just lost my tactical vigilance there for a moment.
Yeah, this was the blunder. And he realized it immediately. Carlsen ने immediately realize कर लिया it was a blunder. This was 2014 का match है. And if you look at his hands, they were actually shaky.
Froze immediately.
See, he sees it. उसने देख लिया.
Once you play the move, you see it.
Magnus, he looked like he realized something has gone badly off the rails there.
It's so
he's stressed
difficult
out. Yeah, he knows.
Not
he
to
knows
give away
blunder,
any reaction whatsoever.
क्या बोला?
Not to give away any reaction. It's so difficult though. Not to give away any reaction.
Yeah, वो कह रहा है ना, it's very difficult to not give away any reaction, right? That's what he's saying. He's saying it's very difficult to not give away any reaction. But to be honest, like, yeah, but I mean, he did manage to do it, right? Because Vishy did not figure it out. Vishy को समझ नहीं आया ना, so he did kind. My bad. So in this scenario, Vishy की look से लग रहा है he has seen it. इनकी look से लग रहा है he has seen it, but he hasn't seen it. ऐसे imagine करो, ये वो look है which your teacher gives you when you have failed in your paper. You know you have failed, yeah. Teacher कितने number आए? And he's like, you are like, shit, I have failed now. I have failed. So that's the point here, and it feels like it's over. Vishy has seen it, and let's see what happens now.
Whatsoever.
And he plays A4, dude.
Fortunately for me, he was not really
look
focused
at his reaction.
on
Look at his reaction.
reaction.
Look at his reaction now.
Also, just in the mindset, I think that he was trying to defend, and yeah, I don't know. He just lost his vigilance, I guess for a moment. I'm sure he noticed it later.
I think Vishy realized that he missed this. I think he seems very nervous.
I felt like I was a bit shaky throughout the game after that, but I think it affected him more. I ended up winning that game, and it obviously ended up deciding the match more or less. This is a classic example of if you're given this position as a puzzle, like if you know there's something there, that's all you need to know. Like you find it in 1 second. But if you don't look for it, it may somehow escape you, and that's sort of the psychology of why these double blunders sometimes happen.
Exactly. So it's like, matlab, he could have, like, matlab, this was also a difficult move to find, but he could have played on, dude. Like, he could have, like, Carlsen would not resign. Carlsen, Carlsen, he would not have resigned in this scenario. So, it is kind of, I know she was kind of disgusted by his move and he was feeling sad, but if he had played on, it would be awesome. Vishy till date would get those nightmares. I know. And this was the match inside the World Championship, by the way, because they won 1 game each, and then this game was decider. Yeah, that's when Carlsen took over. Vishy lost the yeah, but the main thing is he at 1 point equalized. He won against Carlsen. Vishy is the only guy to defeat Carlsen, in a World Championship, apart from Karyakin in a classical chess game. Sigma Carlsen was at the end, indeed, why? And that's why cheez hai, you see these double blunders, you know it's possible. Had this happened to you, you very missed the opponent by opponent. Yeah, for sure. In fact, once it happened to me, So basically, I had prepared something. So basically, I had blundered something, and I'll tell you what I did. Okay, so please don't judge me for this. So I blundered. I did not blunder basically. Basically, I blundered in the opening itself. मैंने opening में गलती कर दी, ठीक है? So music fix कर दिया मैंने. So हुआ क्या chat? मैं एक बार tournament खेला था. I think it was World Under 23 tournament था. I was playing a tournament and मैंने opening theory में गलती कर दी, ठीक है? So I made a mistake in the opening theory, and I was basically a tempo down in the critical variation, and जो मैंने preparation थी वो काम नहीं कर रही थी. I was losing 2 pawns clearly if I played the same move I had prepared, ठीक है? तो but it was not completely lost. Even with 2 points down, I could hold maybe on a good day. ठीक है? So मैंने क्या किया? मैंने वो मूव खेल दी. मैं ऐसे उठा, ठीक है? C5 मूव चली, उठा, देखा नीचे, looks good, उठा भाई, चल दिया भाई. मैं चला गया बाहर आराम से ना, अपने दोस्त ही गेम देख रहा हूँ भाई, मतलब आराम से पानी वानी पी रहा हूँ, चिल कर रहा हूँ, हंस रहा हूँ भाई. मैं गेम देख के हंस रहा हूँ दूसरी, लाइक मतलब एज इफ आई हैव प्लेड द मोस्ट ब्रिलियंट मूव इन द वर्ल्ड, एंड मेरे ओपोनेंट ने देखा ही नहीं भाई, ही डिड नॉट इवन सी इट, और मैं गेम जीत गया भाई फिर 10 मूव बाद. सो इट्स लाइक समटाइम्स दीज थिंग्स वर्क मैन. मलेशिया वाला नहीं, वो तो अलग था, वो लोग क्या ही सेव किया था मैंने. आई थिंक इट वॉज इन इटली, आई थिंक. सो इट कैन हैपन समटाइम्स. Opponent I think 2300 FM था कोई, and he missed it completely. Magnus has 10 missed chat and used to play 9 more moves. Brilliance चले गए. हाँ, वो move brilliance ही थी with that extra tempo. वो एक tempo कम के बाद it's completely lost, yeah. Have you won a match after Queen's Gambit? Yes. Draw incoming by repetition. नहीं भाई, he plays H5. No repetition for now. वाह, बहुत नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है, बहुत लोग करते हैं यार. साइकोलॉजी इज अ पार्ट ऑफ द गेम, इट्स अ पार्ट ऑफ द गेम मैन. लाइक बहुत सारे टाइटल प्लेयर जो बहुत घूरते हैं एक दूसरे को, ऐसे घूरते रहते हैं. नेहान स्टेयर्स बाय द वे. सो वैंग हाउ आल्सो लॉस्ट किया. ओके, वैंग हाउ लॉस्ट टू रजाबोव. ओके, कैन विशी विन नाउ? सो चैट, विशी कैन स्टिल विन, बट वी नीड सर्टेन थिंग्स टू गो आवर वे. First of all is Carlsen cannot win, and he cannot win this. Actually, that's a good sign. Best case scenario, they draw, and then MVL wins the tiebreak. That's the best case scenario. Anish is still playing chat. He's still playing Stari. एक भी flip मारते हैं. Oh, so I think Anish is better and better slowly. I do like Anish's position, I have to admit. Isolated pawn, some attacking chances. Knight is absolutely stupid on h5. No potential in the future. So I do like Anish's position. I know which is designed by. MVL 3 minutes down, टिक नहीं पाएगा. I know, but you never know. क्या पता आज ही टिक जाए भाई, आज ही चमत्कार कर दे. Chat, do like the stream यार, and if you're here for the first time, do subscribe. Let's go. Does chess have a toss of playing any white or black? No, वो toss करते हैं, but they do it before the tournament, and then they alternate colors. Knight to b5. How do you play knight to b5? Not possible. Tal has done this so many times. He once smiled Fischer, and Bobby Fischer literally changed his move. Yeah, I know about that. Total phone लगा के लिए motivate करो. Chad, if you have Topalov's number, good suggestion. Motivate him to defeat Mamedyarov or Carlsen tomorrow. Parag won his match. Nice. Bishop e5 black. Yeah, he can play Bishop e5. 40 मूव के बाद थोड़ा सा इंक्रीमेंट नहीं मिलता है. I know. With it, Drew bhai. Bobby actually seemed to like Tal. Yeah, he liked him. He even met him in the hospital when he was sick. Yeah. Do you think Rapport has chances in the candidates? For sure, man. He's playing really well nowadays. G5 kya hai? What is G5? I can just take this, right? What's wrong with what's G5? Can AG stop 3? I don't think so. No, he can't. He'll be number 7 still. Bishop f4 also possible, but then Bishop f4, I think I'll play e5 and kick your bishop back. Vishy lost, Amil bhai. Blunder in one move. आज का विशर का मीम के अगेंस्ट ब्लंडर देख के वीडी का मीम के अगेंस्ट ब्लंडर याद आ गया. Yeah, man. Leko was Fisher's good friend. Okay, Vishy का problem safe approach of draw है, इसलिए I like Rapport more these days. I think he was not playing a safe game. In fact, I think पूरे tournament में Vishy has played amazing dynamic chess. He's not been going for draws. I would totally say it's the opposite. In fact, Queen 5 is a very ambitious move. Just misses Queen f3. Mamedyarov can draw tomorrow. If Anand sir wins the classical, Mamedyarov can draw. And I think he will draw tomorrow against Radjabov. So if Vishy sir wins, he will tie against Mamedyarov. And we might have a 4-way tie also. Chat, 9 move खेलने Carlsen को. He has 8 minutes on the clock. VD was literally crying. Vishy sir saved that scenario by resigning immediately. Yeah, man, but I still really wanted him to play on. Who knows, he might not have found out. Yeah, क्या पता नहीं दिखता वो. Looks like wandering Ravi hasn't seen any of Vishy. Yeah, I feel so. I mean, maybe it's just the feelings, yeah, of kind of losing this game. Top 3 people you think can win the candidates? I would say first would be Caruana, second would be Ding, and third would be. We have to put one out of Hikaru and Riza. I'm not sure among them. Wesley So has already lost to Topalov, yeah. They drew the classical and lost in the tiebreaks. Knight b4 to be played. Yeah, he can play knight b4 and go to d5 later. That's possible. That's a good square for the knight, of course. Vishy lost. Pastan bhai, he lost. Yeah, dil tod diya yaar. Yeah, itna close yet so far, dude. So close yet so far. I'm just hoping that somehow Magnus somehow, loses or draws. Rook to b3 for black, also possible. Yeah, but kuch bhi keh sakte ho yaar. Hikaru is very strong, but Vishy is not playing the candidates, right? और कितना मातम मनाओगे भाई? मातम नहीं मना रहे यार, मतलब just trying to express my feelings. I don't know, मातम हो गया भाई आपके लिए यार. कमाल है यार, कमाल है भाई, दुख भी नहीं बोल सकते अब. Bro, Caruana plays so perfect. Yeah, he's one of the favorites, man. Anand will blunder again. Yeah, if he blunders again, it doesn't change anything, right? So he will come third or fourth. It's fine. He played well regardless. But if he wins tomorrow, it's not just over yet. So as I mentioned, we need Carlsen to not win today, and that's not happening. Carlsen is a pawn down. So if Carlsen had won today, we would not be discussing right now. I would have ended the stream. So Carlsen is basically he's not winning today. He's a pawn down. Even if he draws and wins in the Armageddon, he will only go to RNY. He will only go to like 15 points. And that's still, 2 points ahead of Vishy. So hypothetically, it's still possible if Vishy wins the classical tomorrow and he plays the lowest seed of the tournament, Aryan Tadi. So it is possible he can still come first. But kal draw nahi karna hai. Tomorrow he cannot win the tie breaks. He has to win the classical. That's the only hope. Kal ko Shark khelna padega Vishy ko. Shark is one of the strongest players, I know. Hikaru won't win. He would definitely make a blunder. Man, I don't know. He won the Grand Prix comfortably. Fluja has decent chances, man. I think he has decent, but no, he's not the favorite though. One thing is clear though, as much as we like our youngsters, nobody even comes close to Vishy yet. We have a long way to go before dreaming of another world champion. Absolutely true. Like at least 3 years to hai yaar. There's no doubt. But I think problem ये थी कि मतलब 25, 27, 20 या 27 से पहुंचना 25, 27, 50 पहुंचना बहुत डिफिकल्ट है. अक्षत भाई को पता ही नहीं है क्या हुआ यार. किस मुंह से बताऊं अक्षत भाई, समझ नहीं आ रहा यार. Anybody joining in chat, you will not believe what the hell happened. This was the position. Dead draw. No advantage for anybody. Queen f5 is equal. G5 is equal. Rook e4 is equal. And then Vishy played queen to b5. And anybody who has not seen this, black to play. Vishy resigned after this move. He resigned even before black could sit at the board. Chat, black to play. Find the best move and break your heart voluntarily. Come on, chat. Come on, chat. तोड़ दो मेरा दिल भाई, तोड़ दो. बोल दो move भाई chat. बोल दो यार. हाय Queen f3 भाई, तो तोड़ दिया भाई एक बंदे ने. Exactly भाई. Queen f3 is the move, and after this white has to resign because if the king goes back, I'm a piece up. And if, for example, king takes a beautiful pattern, knight h4, chess is beautiful sometimes. And this is a mate because king cannot come here because the rook controls. King cannot come here and here because the bishop controls. And king cannot go to g2 because the knight controls. And that's just tragic. And Mamedyarov ने कहा interview में कि he might not have even seen this. उसने देखा ही था. He had not seen it so far. So we don't know if Vishy had not resigned, would he play or not. 95% he would. But maybe it was that day he might not spot it. After all, Vishy did not spot it. So yeah, I mean, I would have played on. But yeah, man, this is just a bit sad. Please focus on Carlsen game. Yeah, man, we'll go to Carlsen game now. Queen d4 क्या है भाई? भाई कहा था इंडिया हार जाएगा, साउथ अफ्रीका की विशी भी हारेगा. Yeah, man. Even if Magnus draws both, they and lose both, Vishy will be ahead. Yeah, so basically we first of all chat one step at a time. So पहली चीज क्या चाहिए? Carlsen should not win. ठीक है? Carlsen should not win today. Let's focus on that. जब आज के रिजल्ट आ जाएंगे ना, then we can basically estimate कि what can happen tomorrow कि Vishy can win. So फिलहाल के लिए first step, Carlsen cannot win the classical match. And the best case scenario is if Carlsen draws the classical match and then loses the tiebreak. That's the best case scenario for Vishy overall. Because in that case, I think MVL will go to like 13 points and Carlsen will go to 14 and a half tied Mamedyarov. So that's the best case scenario. बाउंड्री कभी नहीं दिखा रहा भाई, मैं खुद अनसब्सक्राइब करता अपने चैनल को यार, इतना दिल दुख रहा है मेरा। मैं 1900 हूँ, मेटिन 1 जब भी तक ओपन चलता रिजाइन ना करूँ या हाँ तभी तो अब तुम 1900 में 2200 है ना यार, ही इज 2750, दैट्स व्हाई। Which openings do you have least chance for draw? I think there are many, Kings Indian, Sicilian and so on. MVL is prone to blunders, anything can happen. I don't think MVL can lose this. It's kind of impossible to lose this as black. Literally impossible, yeah, impossible. Arey Hussein bhai, long time. But bishop pair doesn't matter when the pawns are involved. Yeah, they're not as important. But the thing is, it's kind of difficult to advance these pawns. Yeah, 95 is a very good square for the knight. But if you capture the bishop, then it's a draw, right? Because opposite color bishops and same side. So you can't really take here. And that kind of gives it a draw. Savage क्यों बोल रहे राघव भाई? Savage कुछ नहीं है आज कुछ savage नहीं है रे, आज कुछ savage नहीं है। रुक ब्लंडर करो, easy win. Wow. Yeah, Vishy probably, I wouldn't have resigned. We can't tell Vishy what to do, but I wouldn't have resigned for sure. Carlsen wouldn't have resigned. MVL बहुत तेज खेला है आज। हाँ। Hurry to his game. May Sigma mode video of Vishy blunder. नहीं यार. Bishop to c3 for black. But you could play it, but what's the point? Like rook goes to d3 and nothing happens, right? अब कैसे बनाओ सिंगल वीडियो? भाई क्या पता बना दे कुछ. You never know भाई. You never know. I can make a video. आप भी अभी तक लाइव हो? हाँ यार अभी तक लाइव है यार. Do you think Vishy is back in the game and will continue to perform good in tournaments or just one time? I think he'll play well. He played well in the GCT event as well. And he played well here. So it's kind of 2 tournaments now. So I expect him to play well. What after he don't see queen f3 move? How to set there's no way to set the game by. If you don't see the move, then there's no problem. You just play queen b f5 next and it's fine. Yo man bye. Yeah, मतलब बहुत time हो गया देखे हुए. Video also belongs against Mamedyarov. I know dude. Moves left. So 6 moves left for Carlsen. He has 2 minutes on the clock. He plays rook d3. 5 moves in 3 minutes. Imagine how Mama felt when Vishy played the move and resigned, and he has no idea why he resigned. True. I feel like Vishy will retire soon. I am not sure because I think he will play on, and the thing is, I'm still hoping he plays the Olympiad, man, because regardless of whatever happened today, he's played the best chess, and Queen f3 is so difficult to see. It's so difficult, man. So difficult. I mean, this is so difficult, right? It's just a unique pattern, and many might have missed it. None can touch Norway trophy as Magnus is playing. Bhai, you never know. You never know. Can Vishy continue to play in events after the... Yes, he can. Sigma तो linear charge density होता है. Sigma male क्या है? अरे वंश भाई यार क्या बोलूं यार मैं आखिर समझ नहीं आ रहा है. Many missed Vishy saw, but he saw after playing it, Akash bhai. That's the issue. He saw after playing it. Why does one see the blunder? Because I think once you play the move, you can visualize the position better. So you can, before you have played the move, आपके आंखों के सामने ये position है, ठीक है? So you're trying to visualize Queen b5. Once you play Queen b5, that's the first time you see it on the board in front of you. So you can visualize it better, yeah? तुम देख रहे हो live. So that's the issue. Anish is still winning. Not one though, the game is still going, but he's better of course. Lambda होता है linear density charge, sigma is aerial density charge. Wow. Their GMs they can visualize so easily, no? They can, but sometimes it happens. It's such a rare move. No, it's so rare. I have never seen such a tactic, yaar. Never have I seen कि ऐसी कोई मेट हो गई हो भाई. It's so rare, dude. It's so rare. India and Vishy both lost today. Yeah, man, I know. I mean, लगता है we need Mr. Kraken to help us out. I don't know what happened. Anyways, Vishy won in life, relax. Yeah, man, but I also wanted him to win like this, man. 11 मिनट की वीडियो आ गई, वाह बेटे वाह। भाई एडिट तो कर लिया करो वीडियो भाई। मैग्नस फॉर द विन। अरे तक अभी तो आप विशी को कह रहे थे कि भाई जीतने चाहिए, मैग्नस हो गया, बढ़िया यार। विशी नॉट कैंडिडेट बिकॉज़ ही डजंट वांट टू, यार ही इज ऑलरेडी वन द वर्ल्ड चैंपियनशिप मेनी टाइम्स। कितनी बार जीतेंगे रे? wondering if we solve tactics, man. Solve a lot of tactics. Yep, if you started streaming in 20, you'll be easily 500k for sure. I think anybody who started streaming before the pandemic, like even 3 months before, gained crazy subs, because I think Levi started in November 2019, 3 months with the pandemic. हमारे भी होते हैं यार, आराम से होते हैं, काफ़ी होते हैं। आई थिंक वो पेंडिंग में बहुत बूस्ट मिला ना उनको। भाई विशी का मैच है ही नहीं यार, गायब हो गया यार, इट इज वैनिश्ड। आई डोंट नो वेयर इट इज, मुझे पता ही नहीं है। कराकिन ने स्ट्रीम स्टार्ट कर दिया, कराकिन इज बैड लक। अरे हाँ भाई, कराकिन इज बैड लक, आई थिंक दैट्स द अल्टीमेट जिस्ट ऑफ इट। रुक b2 for black, yeah, most likely rook b2. Also bishop 6 king g7 are possible. नहीं दिखा रहा भाई। बताओ भाई, क्या बताऊं? रुक b2 पॉसिबल है भाई, बोल तो रहा हूं, बिल्कुल पॉसिबल है यार। Did Vishy win? अब तो तुम लिटरली मजे ले रहे हो भाई। ये आ गए विशी विंस वाले। अरे यार मैं क्या बताऊं रे, क्या बताऊं सन्नू जी, क्या बताऊं मैं तुम्हें यार, क्या अपना दुखड़ा सुनाऊं मैं। आई थिंक चैट ये गेम ड्रॉ ही होगी, तो वील हैव टू वेट फॉर द ट्राइबेक्स आधा घंटा उसके बाद। आई थिंक इट्स टाइम टू एंड द स्ट्रीम नाउ, बिकॉज गेम ड्रॉ ही होगी 99%, एंड आधे घंटे बाद फिर वो वेट तो करेंगे नहीं ट्राइबेक। तो वील गेट टू नो टुमारो। आई थिंक विशी स्टिल हैज अ चांस to come first in this tournament. What we need is basically Carlsen जीतना नहीं चाहिए classical में, and he cannot win because he's a pawn down. So Vishy will have chances tomorrow to win this tournament still, but we need basically some things to go our way. Like कुछ results हमारी तरफ जाने चाहिए, and there will be some chances. अरे हाइड ही कर दे, किसने हाइड किया भाई? हाइड मत करो यार, किसी को भी हाइड मत करो यार। Yes, Vishy wins hearts, indeed. Want to really solve tactics, man. Yes, Vishy has lost by Jatin bhai. ठीक है chat, thank you for joining in, bhai. We'll have to the last round tomorrow in Postman 2. We heard about that one. So I'll see you tomorrow, chat. Do like the stream before you go. If you can get to at least, 1100 likes. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe to the channel, guys. अभी tournament तो आते रहेंगे. अभी तो बहुत सारे tournament आने हैं. And stream करने मजा आएगा. So I'll see you tomorrow, chat. Bye bye. Take care. Keep smiling. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye, chat. Anish blundered. 1 second. Hey, chale, kuch bhi. Bye bye, chat. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye. Bye bye.